belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror snore quietly. Now they're screaming back at life. Holding on until my hands are mine waiting. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm helpless. This is over tonight. Don't die, clap your asses to the wall again. And aren't you sick of wasting so much time? Yes, it's true, you're a fool if you think you were born to be waiting while you're hating what you're waiting for. It's time to take a hold of what belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror snore quietly. Now they're screaming back at life. Holding on until my hands are mine waiting. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm helpless. This is over tonight. Voices in my head have all begun to sing. Sure as hell hope I am listening. It's time to take a hold of what belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror snore quietly. Now they're screaming back at me. Holding on until my hands are mine waiting. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm helpless. This is over tonight. Over tonight. This is over tonight.
Welcome back to the Garina Premier League Week 5 Day 1. So I'll be a commentator for the day. My name is Teddy Tibus.
I'm Joey.
Energy.
Joey! My name is Joey and today I'll be a commentator with GM Teddy Tibus. Yes. Was it supposed to come out that way?
I have no idea. Okay, anyway, moving on. So for those of you, if this is your first time watching the Garina Premier League, we're just going to give you a brief overview and explanation of how it runs. So basically, the Garina Premier League consists of all the countries in Southeast Asia, which has Garina in it. Garina has selected the pro teams in each of their countries, respective countries, as well as including Taiwan in it. So a total of 6 teams in 6 countries is included.
So we're going to introduce the teams briefly. So first, the team from Taiwan will be Team Taipei Assassins. From Singapore, we have Team Singapore Sentinels. From Malaysia, we have Team KL Hunters. From Thailand, we have Team Bangkok Titans. From Vietnam, we have Team Saigon Jokers. And did I miss anyone out?
Manila Eagles, did you mention?
Yeah, Manila Eagles from Philippines.
Yes. Before we go on a bit more from that, so today will be the match anticipated by everyone, which will be the first match will be the Manila Eagles against the Saigon Jokers.
Yes.
And the second game for today will be the Bangkok Titans versus the Taipei Assassins. Both are quite anticipated matches. We'll go on to more details later. But moving on how the Garina Premier League runs, it's a 20-week run tournament. So each team will play a total of 40 matches. As you can see from this example that's up right now, that we will get the first 3 rankings with the most wins. To the first, second ranking, and third ranking will play a best of 3 first. And to see who will be, in a sense, fight for the slot for the second place, to play a best of 5 against the first ranking to become the GPL champions and the prize pool winner of 40,000 USD.
Yep, 40,000 USD. That's a lot of money. So we're going to look forward to this very exciting finals championship, as we call it. So today we're going to look forward to 2 very exciting matches. And the first match you'll be seeing Team Manila Eagles against Team Saigon Jokers.
Yes.
And we have seen some lineup changes in Team Saigon Jokers. So I think we're going to see something very, very exciting today.
Yes, definitely. But before going on to that, we'll give you a brief overview on the current league standing to see who are the top winners right now, and this is the week 5. So right now the top 2 rankings will be the Taipei Assassins and Singapore Sentinels, both at 7 wins. And the 3rd placing and 4th placing will be Malay Eagles and Kuala Lumpur Hunters, both with 4 wins. The ranking, if there's a tie in terms of the wins, is actually based on a separate calculation, which will not reveal to you guys. And also the last 2 will be the Saigon Jokers, currently at the 5th with 2 wins, and Bangkok Titans currently
not having a win yet, but I'm sure they will soon.
Yes, not having a win yet, but I'm sure they will have one soon as well.
Yep.
As they are the newest region to have League of Legends implemented in them.
Yep.
So League of Legends is a new game to them, so they definitely have to slowly pick this up and become very competitive. As in Thailand, Horn is actually quite developed there.
Yes.
So overall, I believe League of Legends will continue to develop and be able to do a good job as well.
That's right.
Yes.
So let's talk a bit about the first game today. The first game today, Team Manila Eagles versus Team Saigon Jokers. Well, it's going to be very, very interesting because everyone is expecting a lot from Team Manila Eagles after they have actually took down the titans of the league, as in Team Taipei Assassins. They have gone undefeated until they met Team Manila Eagles and they had their first defeat there. But last week, Team Manila Eagles kind of lost their footing a bit and they lost to Team Singapore Sentinels. But we'll see. I know everyone is really expecting a lot from Team Manila Eagles. So let's see how they're going to fare. But don't underestimate Team Saigon Jokers. They have these 2 new members, Nick Swatter and Junni, as also known as
Actually included a new member altogether. So we're going to take a look at the lineup for today for the Saigon Jokers first. So the new member they have is actually Mihi.
Oh my god, it's Huang Mihi.
Yes, it is. So it's going to be either the top laner or the AD bot for today, and mid will be Nick's Water.
Yes.
And the top lane, most probably I would see for today will be maybe Izumin, and the AD bot will be Violet. But I believe they want to use Mihi first, and right now the new person in will be Juni, the jungler as well. They are both Nick's Water and Juni. They've been a very, very strong addition, and together now with Mihi, I believe they'll be able to do a fantastic job.
That's right. They've been playing together for a very long time, I mean as in Nick's Water and Juni, so we are going to look forward to some spectacular teamwork shown by them today.
And there are a few top ERO players on our server as well.
That's right.
Yeah, so we really want to have a lot of expectations to see their performance.
That's right. Okay, So let's have a look at the other teams' lineup. As in Team Mania Eagles, look at the lineup. We're gonna see Kaigu on AP carry, AD carry VYY playing that really strong Graves as you've seen. Solindra on support, Rebenga on top, Misery at jungle, and two other players, Morpheus and Ghost, that we have not seen thus far, but maybe someday they'll be released and shown to the world, I guess.
They released the dogs.
Yeah.
Let the dogs out overall.
Yep.
Challenge the world.
So definitely we're gonna see something really exciting. We're gonna look forward to the bans and the picks very soon.
But overall, as you can see from the new lineup that Saigon Jokers are going to play right now, I mean, 3 of the players have been playing together, as you mentioned, Nix Water, Juni, and Mihi.
Yeah.
But the other 2 from in a sense, the older players for the Saigon Jokers have been playing together for a longer time.
Yeah.
Do you think they will be able to have good teamwork, be in sync during the team fights and in the game, like the jungle gangs will work? Like the top laner or the bot or the AD carries,
Well,
make
actually,
good sync work together.
I've seen these Vietnam players play together before, and they're actually doing quite well. Okay, so like I think that is very. We are going to look forward to something really good today. I believe that they can show us some really, as in they can sing together well.
So on your side, do you think it will be Malay Eagles who win or Saigon Jokers that wins today? I mean,
Oh,
on your own estimate.
I think it will be a very close match, but I personally am thinking probably Saigon Jokers will upset them today.
Because I believe you have played with those players before.
Yes, of course.
So
But I have not played with the other team.
Eagles,
So I can't really judge them. But Saigon Jokers are
but
definitely
their
strong.
impression on you is much stronger compared to Malay Eagles, even though they beat Taipei Assassins.
Yeah. Although I don't know. Let's just see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
I mean,
forward to
the Malay Eagles have been quite a good job. Like Solinja, previously was known as Dynasty, was the AP mid. Right now, he's switched the role to support. He's actually doing a very good job over in the bottom lane, as you can see, for most of the time. But for the last game, when they played against Singapore,
Yeah, he was playing Leona, if I'm not mistaken, against Team Singapore Sentinels. Was that?
I believe so.
Yeah, it wasn't. He didn't perform that well in that game. So yeah, probably this week they will see some improvements and they will try to pick their game back up and climb back to how they were like against Team Taipei Assassins.
Oh no, I think it was Alistar, not Leona actually.
Or maybe there's a separate game, was it?
Yeah, I think Leona was another game.
Yeah.
He used his Alistar got first blood actually they actually missed the timing. Like if you all have watched the GPL highlights, which was done by our special friend in Singapore, Aaron, I would say, Jehuti, you have seen that there was a first blood done. It was a quick reaction from Jenna. Like she all caught my Morgana's bind, and then Alistar flashed in to do the stun, but she flashed out just in time, and then Alistar used his flash, so the room freezer from Bryce actually locked him down.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
It was actually Ari who did the charm, sorry, it wasn't Morgana's bind. I mean, I've been seeing
I think
too
many
many Morganas,
games,
games,
I understand.
just sort of a bit mixed up. As you know, right now IPL is going on as well, as you're watching those
that's right,
matches.
that's right.
A lot of fantastic games right now. And apparently I'm not sure it was any I think it's an EU team.
Yeah.
The AL, is it? I forgot.
Absolute Legends.
Absolute Legends.
Yeah.
They seem to prefer a double AD matchup.
Okay.
Overall. So,
Alright.
I mean, that'd be something fantastic to see if we actually implement it in our own Southeast Asia server.
Yeah, I mean any meta is possible. See AP, AD, the double AP and everything. That now we are going to be going into the game.
To see the champions selection right now, to see the bans, and the first ban instantly will be the ban MLE's Morgana. But I don't think have been using Morgana that much.
I don't really see that many Morganas from Team Saigon Jokers.
No, it's from Team Malay Eagles. They banned Morgana. Saigon Jokers on the left.
But Team Saigon Jokers actually are banning Morgana.
Yeah, they're banning Morgana. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a bit different. There goes Urgot. I believe they do not want to fight against Urgot anymore.
And then I see that Urgot is getting banned a lot these days, seeing the different tournaments in the international tourneys. They're also taking out that Urgot because Urgot is really hard to deal with early, especially when he's so tanky. So yeah, that's something we don't see that much, but and that's a very good ban. I think they're slowly adjusting to the meta all over the world. So yeah, Urgot is definitely a good ban right there.
But then overall, for right now, our tournament realm has not been patched up to Draven's patch.
Okay.
So Urgot has not been nerfed yet, slightly. In the new patch, actually, Urgot has his base armor reduced, as well as the magic resist and armor for his ultimate reduced, making it a bit less tankier, so it'll be easier to fight against him.
Yep.
So I mean, overall, right now the Urgot ban will make sense, but I mean, it's actually not. I believe that people just want to remove that hardness, how to say the correct word?
Tankiness?
They want to remove the tanky AD from in the match up. Because if your aim got down, he most probably have running injuries, it's going to revive. It's going to take even longer than
It's just going to kite you around and just being really annoying with those missiles.
Yeah, and
we see a Shen and a Ryze getting taken out normal. Very, very normal. We don't really see much Shen as usual.
Yes.
And Ryze is, a very good ban. And overall, I think they're just going to try to take out all the tanky champions from Team Saigon.
I believe that Saigon Jokers does not want you to Shen because they could have saved it to the last ban. But I think they have something planned out already.
But I remember that Team Saigon Jokers once used Shen against Team KL Hunters and it didn't go very well.
Because of Darius, Darius eats all the
melees.
Yes, all the melee champions. And
when we see Lee Sin getting taken out, there's a very actually I don't understand why, but because I know that Nixwater or and we don't see, I don't see Zhao Jun playing today. Junie is not playing today.
I thought he'd be playing today.
Because I see him play a really spectacular Lee Sin. So
but MLE also does a very good job in their Lee Sin, I believe, as well. So I mean, they seem to be removing out more mobile and AoE champions on their side.
They're taking out, for Team Malaysia Eagles, they are taking out most of Nixwater's champions, probably know how his playstyle is like. So, but I think that it's no problem for him. He has a lot of variety of champions, so there won't be much of a problem. Now we're going to see Team Malaysia Eagles going to contemplate on their picks. So we see the Alistar getting taken up by Team Saigon Jokers, a very, very strong pick. A strong support, a strong jungler, overall a very, very strong hero and champion. So I'm not surprised that he gets banned soon. Now we see that probably going to take up that Nocturne for Team Manila Eagles.
Nocturne in a way does counter Alistar because his ultimate, the Paranoia, does not allow Alistar to actually target anyone for the headbutt to do max.
And he has that spell shield, so
the spell shield altogether. So Nocturne is one of those champions I believe that you play him as jungle. The main reason is disruption, all disruption, and the half map like TF teleportation in sense to teleport onto a target to reach to the.
If you had watched MLG recently, Major League Gaming, and you would see that the Odd One has actually used Nocturne to great effect, and that is very, very inspiring. So probably going to see more Nocturnes getting used. I see a TF, not Nixwater is going to use that TF and that Graves Alistar combo, just so devastating. So
I believe, but I would prefer to see Alistar as the jungler right now. I mean, it will allow. If right now, I think MLE most probably pick Janna. So Janna, in a sense, would be the best counter for Alistar because she has the ability to actually push up the headbutt.
That's right. But I think that at level 6 that TF is going to gank bottom and there's not much they can do about it from both sides,
I mean, definitely, but I mean there's also Nocturne, so we will see a teleport happen, a Paranoia happen, and we see both of them jump to the bottom lane probably at the same time.
It's going to be very interesting, definitely.
So it's two, in a sense, almost global ultimate champions we pick up. It's going to be a match to see who has the better gank overall.
And I think that Cannon would be going for top lane or middle, not too sure, but I think it will be top. So we're going to see Sivir getting picked up, not something we see every day. Sivir being one of the underplayed AD champions at the moment.
At the moment, definitely at the moment. But before this, when she got buffed,
that she was like flavor of the month, so everyone started playing Sivir bottom. Then she was kind of strong, but slowly everyone just adapted back. Maybe I'm just mistaken. So
Sivir could be a good counter against Graves because the spell shield does cancel off the buckshot damage,
as well as the Alistar stun and the TF and everything. But
I suppose they're going to go for the. I was about to say Ash with the accuracy of God as opposed to the sense. Imagine they say Sun.
I think they're just being confused on what to pick at the moment.
I mean they're being indecisive to see which would be the best, but I think they're going for Sivir with Janna's shield and the spell shield from Sivir. Overall, is going to keep her alive at the same time, be able to dish out tons of damage overall.
Yep, that's right. So now we're just waiting on Team Saigon Jokers. They're just going to pick their probably the jungler and their top lane. Not too sure if the Alistar is going jungling or going supporting, but I'll just assume he's a support for now. Then you see it. Okay, that's right. So your wish came true.
Yes, I was.
That Soraka Graves so strong in lane. So probably the team Manila Eagles saw what Team Saigon Jokers are planning. So Team Saigon Jokers also reacted accordingly. So they prefer to play a safe lane, just going to farm it up, going to spam those buckshots for Graves at bottom. And we see a top lane Lulu.
A rare pick.
A rare pick, yes. Haven't seen it much ever since we've seen Stanley dominate top lane with it.
Yes. So hopefully you're going to see another dominating Lulu at top lane. I mean, Lulu was one of, in a sense, favorite champions to pick in terms of you want to play something interesting and overall versatile.
Yeah, she can play.
AP,
she can actually play any role. I've tested it out. Any role is possible with Lulu.
I mean, jungle will be a bit slower, but it's also still possible to be done in the current jungle routes and how weak the jungle minions are.
Compared to last time. Yeah,
compared to last time overall. Yeah.
All right. So now we're just going to wait on Team Manila Eagles. Then we're going to start the match really soon. It's going to be very interesting. We're just going to wait for that last pick. Probably they're just
on the top lane.
They're trying to counter pick, if I'm not mistaken. They're trying to counter pick that maybe that TF or that Lulu. Then they're just confused at the moment. They're just trying very hard to think of a possible counter to that lineup because Team Saigon Jokers are looking very strong. They have that CC, they have that tankiness. You know, they have a lot of good champions. You know, overall, it's very possible for them to win the lanes with the lineup that they have. So
definitely. But I just want to mention that like Saigon Jokers did choose to ban out the champions which they did not want to see in the lineup, and it's going to be a Shyvana top lane against Lulu.
Okay, I see what's happening. I think we're going to see an AP cannon middle, and we're going to see probably a Nocturne top, although it's not really done that often. Maybe it's a Nocturne top or a Shyvana top. I actually seen Nocturne.
I mean, Nocturne used to be a good top laner until the recent all the new champions came out.
So it probably should be a Shyvana top, but we don't see that. I think we haven't seen that yet so far in GPL, if I'm not mistaken.
No, not so far.
We have not seen that yet. So,
but Shyvana became famous because of M5 mainly.
Yeah, but that was from the jungle.
No, it was top lane. It was a top lane Shyvana.
Oh, is it? Yeah. But I remember seeing M5 use it in the jungle as well. So
they're using it in the jungle. I believe they use it both for the top lane and the jungle as well. But I might be wrong. I mean, it was such. At least half a year ago.
Yeah, so pretty long. Yeah,
it's pretty long ago, and they were fantastic plays. So maybe we're going to see a fantastic lineup as well overall. So to see who has the better ganks and who cancel each other out.
That's right. The Nocturne, the TF and the Nocturne is going to be the deciding factor in the game to see how the game goes on overall for both teams. Based on the ganks.
Yes, definitely. So I mean, TF is one of those AP champions which has the easiest way to farm, I believe.
Yeah, you're just going to spam your cards. You're going to regen mana with that blue card of his.
After getting Rabadon, it's like you will definitely be able to clear off the ranged minions, and with a bit more AP you can clear off the melee minions as well.
Yeah, that's right. You just need to throw your wild cards and everything will just die.
It's so effective in pushing and also defending.
Alright.
So like, what do you think? What are the odds right now in the champions? I mean, right now in AoE factor, who do you think is winning?
AoE factor, I would say that probably Team Saigon Jokers have the upper hand.
But then, I mean, like Nocturne and Severe both having their own spell shield, it's going to be very effective in stopping those CCs happen. So like, when a team fight happens, I suppose it comes down to how fast the reaction time of both.
Or we see how maybe they will just try to bait it out and they will just use their skills accordingly. So it's hard to tell, you know. You have to really play it to just see how it goes in the game.
Definitely, I mean, it's very hard to say. We can say all the possible things that will happen.
Yeah, that's
but it
right.
really depends on the state of the player. Sometimes, you know, when you panic, you do press the wrong button and you waste it.
I've seen you do that quite a lot.
Yeah, no, okay.
I'm just kidding. It's alright.
It's okay. At least I don't feel carry top lane.
Oh, I see. Alright, okay. I have something to
Anyway, going back. I mean, I actually like to see more Javans into play after seeing Stanley stomping Valamir at top.
Yeah, but they lost the game.
I mean, they did lose the game, but overall, Java was doing a fantastic job. And Java is one of those like early game to late game scaling. I believe will be quite strong. Overall,
I would say that his initiation is extremely good.
Definitely. Yeah.
He's just gonna flag combo in with his spear. What they call it, his first skill of his. He has the spear of his that allows him to move to his flag.
Like the Martian standard into Dragon's flag, and then after that
he's going to use the Cataclysm. The Martian!
The Martian in, everyone's to flash out and like, okay, their flash is done, okay, let's wait for 5 more, let's wait for 2 more.
And when you're trapped in the Cataclysm, right, you know, a lot, you can just engage with, you can just have a lot of AoE and you can just trap them inside, doing tons of damage. But on the other hand, if you do not know how to play Javan properly, you're just going to Cataclysm in, then you're going to kill your own team, so yeah, might not be such a great idea if you're not that proficient in Javan sometimes.
And a fun fact to know that, I mean, if you play Javan, like, it's very hard to catch certain AD carries if they have not used the escape ability, like Graves, Vayne, and Caitlyn.
Yeah.
They can tumble out, they can quick draw out.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's quite annoying.
out of
The
the cataclysm
cataclysm.
overall, which can be very annoying
Which
sometimes.
is quite sad sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's the last hit, and he quick draws out, and you go, fraction time,
man.
1 second cancel. Okay, you can't reach them anymore because there's just that 1 second timing of running makes a lot of difference.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, for the current lineup, I believe that TF will have a more advantage in ganking. What do you think? Because TF is going to be in the mid lane, but sometimes Nocturne, if he doesn't do the timing correctly, he might be the top lane. When the gank does happen at the bottom, he'll be too far to actually do anything.
Yeah, the thing about TF being middle lane is he can engage anytime he wants. Once he gets his ultimate, the gate, if I believe it's not mistaken. Yeah, so once he gets that ultimate at level 6, he would probably level faster than Nocturne, unless the Nocturne pulls off some ganks early and he gets some
He gets a
assists
kill,
or kill. Yeah, then I don't think that he will level faster than a Twisted Fate. So once you see the level 6, you can just initiate, you can help top, you can help jungle, you can prevent counter jungling, you can steal their buffs, you can do a lot of things. It's just up to how the player plays it. And Nixwater definitely a very, very strong player, a very strong AP mid player. So yeah, I think probably that the TF would have an earlier impact.
Okay, impact.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's just say they somehow reach 6 at the same time. It's actually possible to cancel out the effect of Destiny, which is Tisube's ultimate,
Yeah.
using Paranoia.
Yeah, but he can just render.
teleport, you know.
I think you can click the mini-map if
I mean,
I'm
you
not
can click on
mistaken.
the mini-map, of course, definitely, but I mean, if you're going to teleport into an ambush, that'll be something else, because, I mean, it does allow you to see everything, but I think Paranoia does cancel the effect.
I wonder if Quicksilver cancels Paranoia. No, right? I don't think so. It's ultimate because it's not a targeted spell. I don't think
No,
so.
but then, okay, but Banshee Views will actually cancel off the Twister Fate's ultimate. He cannot see you. I've seen it happen before.
Are you serious?
I'm not sure whether
I don't know. I didn't know about that.
The time I was in the past or something, I played last time, like that was like at least 6, 8, 9 months ago. That was quite long ago, so I'm not sure whether it was a bug or it's been fixed or anything. But I remember at that time, at the Banshee's View, and I saw, and it suddenly just popped up back, and then Twister Fate Ultimate happened. I was like, it cancelled off. I'm like, oh, I'm safe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, I should really go and test it out and see.
I don't think so. I think you might be dreaming. I'm not too sure. So we just heard that we had a minor technical issue now with one of the players. They are just fixing something. So we are going to get on in the match very, very soon.
I mean, do realize that this is a special tournament round, so sometimes there are some issues. So, but of course, our team will be able to fix it very quickly. So
Yeah,
don't
that's
worry
right.
about that. We'll get back to the schedule very quickly. It will most probably happen in another 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
So do
alright.
continue to listen to our random ranting. Or
Yeah,
you like-
random ranting.
Or maybe you like to see me hit you in the face. That'll be more entertaining.
Well, one thing I need to tell all of you that for Malaysians out there, next week we are having our first year Garena anniversary party, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not Garena anniversary party, you douche.
Not Garena. Garena League of Legends
It's
anniversary.
Garena League of Legends.
Okay,
anniversary
fine. That's
party.
what I meant. So yeah.
Oh, that's so different.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
know you want Musketeer TF skins, the Musketeer
yes.
Twister Fate skin so much, but you're just gonna have to wait.
I'm sorry.
So since we're having this technical issue, why not we move on a bit to go to the ads to say about some of the events we have on that will be upcoming. So of course, one thing that's mentioned earlier will be the League of Legends anniversary party for both Singapore and Malaysia. For Malaysia, there's going to be 2 parties for it. There's going to be on the 23rd, which is next Saturday, as well as on 30th, the end of the month. And for Singapore, if I'm not wrong, it's going to be next Wednesday, which is, I can't count right now,
Next Wednesday.
20th or 19th.
You can't count?
Yeah, I can't count.
I think it's
I've
20th.
lost.
It's 20th. It's 20th. It's 20th.
I had to double check on that. I'll confirm the detail with you again. But definitely, on our forums, of course, on our tournaments and events.
For more of the locations, and yeah, you can go and check it out at the forum, because I'm not too sure at where the Singapore one would be. For
Singapore
Malaysia one will be at ftzasia.net for the 23rd. Yep. And for the 30th, it will be at Kampa. Is it Kampa?
It's Kampa. Kampa A Station.
A Station, yes. It's a cyber
So
cafe.
I know that some of you are disappointed because we couldn't go over to the other regions, but do not worry, we are still all of that is in planning for right now, because we do lack certain things, so we are unable to go so far. But do not worry. I mean, for those Musketeer skins, as well as other promotion, other deals we have made for the Central region and the North region, in the future, when we do reach out to the other regions like Sabah, Sarawak, we will definitely be able to bring all those things there as well. So
That's right.
do not worry. Everyone will definitely get a chance to benefit from all these freebies that Garena League of Legends will be giving out.
That's right. Just get more freebies. That's all you need.
So talking a bit about more, I mean, for the Malaysia side, during our 1 year anniversary, we're also going to actually do the 100. If you buy shell cards on the day itself, we will provide you with Arctic Warfare Caitlyn.
Really?
Yes.
Is it? Wait, sorry. That means they have the same promotion as you had. in Singapore.
Oh, sorry, it's actually 290 shell cards. Not just any number of shell cards, but specifically 290 shell cards you'll be able to get to Arctic Warfare Caitlyn. There'll be more details to be posted up later, and you'll really know more about it. So, for those of you who knew Singapore already had it during the few months back, yes, now Malaysia.
I was very
has it now.
disappointed, you know. I was very disappointed.
I did hear a few people travel down to Singapore just for that. Oh, actually, the game has actually is up and running, and we should.
So we're just going to go into the game right now. We're going to see. Yep.
So we're going to go into the game between the Saigon Jokers and Malaysia Eagles, which has been put on delay for quite some time.
Yep.
And right now, a blind pick has been hosted back basically so that everyone's going to log in back to the Shane champions. And the last pick is actually Kasadin.
What? It's Kasadin?
Yeah,
that means
it means there was a problem in between the
countdown. Yeah, that's
so
right.
So it did leave.
So we're going to see a Cannon top, Kasadin middle, and that Shabana is not going to come anyway. So I'm very sad right now. But never mind about that. Let's have a look at the Kasadin runes. Is he going to run the same runes that he did previously against
I believe
TPA?
That will be the best rune sets to.
And we don't see the runes.
I mean, could we refresh it to go to the masteries first and maybe move back to the runes?
Yeah. And we see standard.
Okay, there it is right now. So it's called what?
What?
Woot.
You see the health regen magic pen. Health regen Queen's very, very strong, and Kassadin, I remember he used it to great effect against TPA when he was fighting an Ari middle as a Kassadin. So yeah, he was doing fantastic. And we're going to see health regen seals per 5 as well. Is it seals? Yeah. Health regen per 5 seals.
It's seals. It's actually seals. It's
wow.
Actually put at
that
level
is
18.
A lot of regen right there.
I mean...
But he has no AP whatsoever. So
I mean for Kassadin, you can negate that AP in the beginning because your base damage of your spells is actually much higher compared to other mages.
Yeah,
so making it the anti-mage, you can actually try going Abyssal Scepter and Frozen Heart and I still do tons of damage overall for Kassadin. Because I mean, it keeps you alive. I mean, you don't do that burst damage, but you're able to do the sustain damage and with the faster cooldown from the Frozen Heart.
Kassadin, I want to see how Team Saigon Jokers would try to react to this because Taipei Assassins were not prepared against that Kassadin, I would say.
Yeah, so I would actually like to see what the Saigon Jokers have in mind from this. Because their AP mid is going to be Twisted Fate most probably. So I wonder whether Twisted Fate has a rune page set just to counter Kassadin because Kassadin is one of those picks I've seen Army played before and it's going to be very
wow,
tough.
Look at this. This is very interesting. We see some... Okay, we see a mix of armor, magic resist, ability, power, magic pen, and 4.5% movement speed, which I am sure he took the masteries as well. Can we have a look at the masteries? Going to see what I think he actually went for that.
On 9:15, actually going to move fast in the sets. He has the initiate. I think it's called initiator.
This is very interesting.
This is very interesting. See, he has 2 points in the utility for the movement speed and the 3 points in the defense mastery right there, and increasing his self regen as well with the masteries, and also using maximizing on his magic resist and his health. Overall, going to tone down on the overall AP ratio as well, but movement speed.
He's going to move like a boss.
Mobility.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, so this is going to be a very interesting match to play out. I mean,
in terms of laning also, I think it'll be very interesting.
I'm more interested in the mid lane right now because of the rune sets that the Twisted Fate has chosen. A mix of armor, magic resist, AP, magic pad, and then and the last but not least will be the movement speed.
I'm not too sure about the armor, but
I'm not so sure about that, but it's just right there. So I mean, I suppose when he wants to go to the ganks, he wants to have higher survivability. Is that level 6, I suppose? It's going to be interesting, but if somehow when Twisted Fate uses his destiny and constantly jumps in for silence, that'd be quite funny.
That would be quite sad for that Twisted Fate, I think.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite wonderful to see all this weird matchup, and top lane will be Lulu against Cannon.
Yeah,
and overall, I think Lulu with the advantage.
Actually, it depends on how well that Cannon can land his shurikens. If able to harass him more, I think that Cannon would have the upper hand, but if you say just a matchup like without not factoring in that shuriken, that stun, so maybe I think that Lulu would have the upper hand.
I mean, because Lulu's skills are easier to hit in a sense because it does go through the creep and the shield as well.
Yeah, the shuriken you have to actually hit the first target it sees, so probably not very easy in between creeps sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So this is going to be in a sense another hybrid matchup of versatile champions. Like as you said, Lulu could be the one going to middle.
Yeah.
What do you think? And maybe TM is actually going to top because of that movement
I don't think so.
it's going to be quite interesting to see what you think.
Because
of
I think
Lulu.
TF will be more efficient and more effective in the middle.
I mean, definitely TF will be more efficient and effective, but you never know. They just want to actually play some mind games, psychological attack. Like for the beginning,
Maybe,
who knows?
maybe.
I guess going to change that lane initially.
So probably it will be a cannon mid. You would never know as well. There's so many possibilities. So yeah, that's
Yes.
why I will love League of Legends. There's so many
definitely.
possibilities.
So like those champions give you a very much, in a sense, many ways to play them. But I don't think a cannon jungle will be that effective.
What?
I haven't tried it yet, so it's just coming off my mind. Since you played, you tried Lulu as a jungler, I believe.
Yeah,
'cause-
I tried Freestyle as a jungler too. Yeah, but it's not related.
No, okay, that's not related, but yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna
So we're just gonna wait a bit more. I'm gonna move into the game soon. And right now, let's do a hidden betting session between you and me. Come on, who do you think is gonna win? Let's bet something. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here because I don't get in trouble.
okay.
I'm joking.
Who do you
So,
think would win though?
right now in the lineup, I would say that disruption-based Kassadin will definitely be stronger. So right now we're just going to move into the game to see whether this is going to happen.
Yep, that's
and
right.
the gank start, early gang in the middle. Because right now, we can see that Saigon Jokers is actually rushing into the middle. Are they going to do anything
This is
offensive, defensive?
What teams always do, they try to get at the middle. Then sometimes they would just try to defend their buff at their specific locations, so they know what's going on. Then, but we haven't been seeing that many invades as compared to defending their own jungle.
Definitely. When MLA has chosen the defensive,
Okay, maybe,
but Saigon Jokers
yeah,
is going for the offensive, going
Oh,
to
I
run
think
in
Alisa
right now.
and that TF is going to be very, very effective early. We see that the Jenna's possibly going to get caught.
I'm gonna
right
get
here.
caught right there. There goes the first bird. I'm gonna see the yellow card, the stun, the buckshot, everything goes out. There goes the first bird right there. Early first bird, not even 5 minutes into the game.
Well, I think that Jenna was not expecting it to be so quick because Team Saigon Jokers were moving really, really fast. They were prepared for it.
Oh, there goes the yellow card right into Seville. Actually using the flash. Will Alistar use his
he
flash
won't.
as well? No, he will
Probably not in the best position right there, but I think he could actually kill him as well.
I mean, I think that they don't want the tower dive just in case there might be other people behind the tower already helping Seville right there.
That's
so
right.
they was just gonna do the safe choice
Yeah,
instead.
then we see Saigon Jokers having a 600 goal lead, and the one who got that first blood was, who I believe, was it TF? Was it TF or was it Lulu? It was Lulu,
It was
sorry.
Lulu.
Yeah, and the whole team picked up the assist apart from that Soraka right there.
Oh, that's sad, Soraka. Cause she actually took
And we see
longer.
probably see an engage.
I mean, it's going to be
Oh,
trading off hits.
yeah,
It's
nothing-
going to be
nothing
quite
much.
useless to harass the Soraka. I wish she has a heal up, maybe.
And we
but
see an AD cannon at the top lane. Yep.
right now,
AD cannon really, really
Soraka
strong.
actually pushed Nocturne back, I think. Her presence actually made... Nocturne wanted to do the blue after taking the waves, I believe. She was moving to there, but chose to move back instead.
Oh.
They thought it was unsafe. So Nocturne going to opt for the wave into red instead. So the blue for Saigon Jokers is still going to be up and safe unless a Nocturne decides to go into it instantly.
Well, yeah, I think that this is actually the Team Saigon Jokers are actually very serious. Option is not going to be able to clear his jungle as fast without his buff, not able to spam his skills that often, and that's going to be a slight problem for him. He's not going to be leveled as quick as that Alistar. So, overall, being very well done by by Team Saigon Jokers.
In the early engagement,
Yeah.
So right now we see the bottom. It's going to be Seville, Jana. Oh,
And
it
we
looks
see
like
the
another
game
technical
has been
problem
paused.
has happened again. It's okay. Do not worry. The game will go back to normal as soon as it can. But then in the bottom lane right now, in this positioning, do you think the sustain or the damage will win?
All right. I cannot say for sure. It depends on the positioning overall as well. But I think that Grave Soraka is a more solid lane.
Against Soraka is more-
Because with that armor buff on her heal, then it's just going to be quite difficult for that Severe and that Jenna to actually burst anyone down. The one that she's healing. So because that we don't know that Severe doesn't exactly have that damage, that burst.
I mean, she
She
does
has
have
that
that
boomerang
burst.
blade,
The
but
boomerang blade
it
does
is,
do a lot of
it's not that
damage.
reliable.
Yeah,
compared
because
to
it's
the
a skill
buckshot.
shot, which is definitely easier to miss. But buckshot
Buckshot is a cone, so
is a cone.
easier.
It's wider range and closer range. At the same time, you quick draw to move in.
Alright, so now we're just going to go back into the game, and we see an engage going on to that
Instantly,
Severe right there.
instead going to get the first blood right of the Seville, knowing that Seville doesn't have the flash, and there it goes. I mean,
not
it's also
actually
first
the
blood.
first blood, it's the
It's
second
second blood already. Second blood taken by Grace right there. Going to push is their advantage even higher right now.
And you see, Team Saigon Jokers are showing us very, very good gameplay right here. So I think
also very organized. Like
Yeah,
they already
very
had it
organized.
in mind. Like what's going to happen?
definitely they've planned it. And we see that Kassadin getting pushed back so badly. So yeah, well, we're going to see that the creeps are going to get pushed back to the tower of Team Manila Eagles. It's going to be a problem for Cassidy. He needs to get into melee range to actually efficiently farm those creeps. And TF is not going to allow him just like that.
Okay, I'm more interested in the engagement just now, so I can't trading hit the support roles.
Right.
But yeah, I mean just for fun. Right now we see the card's been tossed out by 2F and Nocturne's waiting for a chance to gank, but he does not come on instead. I'm not sure why.
The TF is actually being very safe. He's he will not get a kill, definitely not.
I think he must just want to push Kasayin back, negating more of his farm, and at the same time he's going to go back soon because he doesn't have enough mana.
And we see another pause going on, I don't know, just a bit of... There are quite a few issues today. So
maybe it's I suppose sometimes when this happens, it will be a connection error to the tournament realm because this is one of the main things.
Sometimes there's the latency issues as well.
The latency issues as well. It will affect the gameplay of the player, so it does not become that fair of a match. So definitely, we will always try to fix these problems, but sometimes these things cannot be avoided. Just like how if you're in a tournament, the blackout happens. Like in the past, when I played Dota with Garena, you cannot reconnect back to the game.
You play Dota in Garena, or you play Dota in Garena server. Yeah.
The Garena servers, more correctly. Sorry, or other games like say League of Legends has a method to in a way reconnect back. In the past, I used to play those games like I get disconnected. I'm like,
oh, you can't rejoin it.
I can't rejoin it. So it becomes a problem in a sense. Yeah. So and this League of Legends and also our Hero News has countered this problem in a sense. If you do disconnect or you choose to leave the game, you'll be able to reconnect back into the game instantly.
Yeah, but I think
it fixes a lot of the problems.
Yeah, but both of these games has actually a timer in which you can reconnect back. But I'm not too sure about League of Legends, but I know Heroes Renew have their timer.
Yes, Hero News has a timer to reconnect back. Because for League of Legends on our game, if you do leave, your teammates, so to speak, will not be able to sell your items or get your gold.
Yeah, that's a sad part. I wanted to do that, but it doesn't work. So
but for Hero News, they allow it to happen that way because some people, they are just, I would say like just being trolling, I suppose. Troll you, they'll just come in and do all those things like that.
That's right. Yeah. So so I'm just gonna talk a bit about the game and how is it going on. I think that Team Saigon Jokers has although it's not such a big lead, but I'm sure that they have an impact already. And we see that middle lane is getting pushed back, and we see that the early engage in the jungle, as well as the bottom lane getting that second blood. So yeah, I think it's really good for Team Saigon Jokers. They have a perfect start, and top lane I think is still even at the moment.
No, I think the first kill was to Lulu, right? You mentioned.
Yeah.
So I mean, the top lane is not even. The only even lane, actually no lane is even. Even the jungle is not even right now.
Yeah, actually, everything is going in favor of Team
overall.
Saigon Jokers.
Early game is in favor of Saigon Jokers definitely. So MLE has to do a lot of repositioning and replanning to actually catch back up.
Yeah, because if you make a slight mistake at the early game, it's going to be actually quite difficult to catch up, because in a sense, when you snowball, as in for top lane, especially the top lane, that is going to be a big problem, because you are actually very vulnerable, very susceptible to ganks early, and somewhat it is mostly a solo lane and you don't get that much backup sometimes. So the trading matters when you trade with other champions, and with the advantage, it's going to be very difficult for the other player.
Definitely, like for the top lane, you don't have a support character to boost your damage, to heal your HP up, to regen your mana. You're going to have to depend on everything's on your own until the jungle comes to help you.
Sometimes the jungle doesn't even help.
I mean, of course, if you get solo queue, sometimes that does happen.
I know. I'm being very sore here.
But I mean, the top lane is one of those lanes you want to be aggressive. At the same time, you want to play something interesting. The top lane will be the best pick for a lot of people because in a way, you are your own boss. You challenge the odds. Like, I can bring you for the kill right now, but what are the chances of me being ganked? Like maybe the bush. He's not hiding the opponent jungler is ready to gank me hiding in the bush. And if I push on too far, and it's going to become a big problem for me instead, and it's going to end up like
because we see that mostly on top lane we see a tanky AD bruiser, mostly in that sense. So sometimes you'll see them trading a lot, okay, and not in the sense just of items in the hero matchup, but also in the level difference. So the way that you actually clear the creeps, how fast you clear the creeps, So if you have that level advantage, you can be actually easier to secure the kill early as well. Definitely. So there's a lot of factors to think about.
So right now we're going to move on, talk a bit about the photo contest that's actually in conjunction with our 1-year anniversary. So we're going to have some photos come out. As you can see right now, if you go onto the forums to check it out, you actually see this fantastic photo competition that's been done by a lot of people. There's actually a cake of Timo right there. I'm not sure why though. A lot of people say, why is there no mushrooms? But pebbles.
I don't think there's enough
cooking
place.
cake. I mean, instead of putting those, I think there's caramel or nuts or something. Why is it not like mushroom-shaped nuts? You know,
Mushroom-shaped
Timo, you know,
or
you
real
must
mushrooms
have-
maybe. Have you tried mushrooms on the cake?
Nope. But then we definitely something to try. You never know.
Yep.
I mean, right now, right now there are a lot of funny things overall, and you know, just that mushroom on the cake, it might work out. You never know. Like in US, for those of you 9gag viewers will know, like there was random posts about US where there are canned food like ice cream with bacon, or like bacon with something. It's always about bacon.
I love
right?
bacon.
Have you ever seen those posts? I mean, you
Oh,
visit
yeah.
9gag once in a while, so I believe
yeah,
you've
yeah.
seen those posts. Like it's becoming a thing. Who knows? Maybe mushroom will be the next big thing.
Mushroom is the next bacon.
Next
I don't
bacon
know.
and
I
replace
don't think
and
so.
or maybe Thibaut will be the next big thing. You know, Thibaut's face, his cuteness, you know, that in every single thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe yeah. I don't think so.
I mean,
though. I
to
think
my
bacon is
knowledge,
still supreme.
a lot of players, a lot of female players who play League of Legends, the first thing that they are attracted to is just one thing.
The cuteness.
Yes, the cuteness of Timo.
Yeah.
And so far, I mean, I've asked those female players I know, like, why they started League of Legends. You know, they like the cute graphics, and a lot of people mention Timo the most because Timo does have the most skins, I believe, right now.
Yeah, he's like cottontail Timo, so annoying, bouncing around his bunny suit.
Super Timo
Plant
flying around.
his Easter eggs all over the ground.
I mean, it's like, I know, like Timo's some of his costumes were made to throw you in a sense, like,
I like the astronaut Timo though; it's very innovative.
oh,
Yeah, the satellites.
the satellite. You know, actually the satellite.
And it's the lasers. Yeah, it's really
Yeah, the laser beam, the laser gun shooting out all the darts in a sense. Yeah, that's all very, very, very good artwork. As if you have seen of course, the newest thing most people have seen right now, that currently League of Legends, or to say Riot, has taken a new step to how the champions are being developed.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people used to complain like there are two skins for the new champion that comes out, but then
Okay.
one skin is sucky, or it's not as good as the other skin or the classic skin. So why would you want to buy it? Like some people, when Shyvana came out,
Yeah.
some people did not like the classic skin on how she looked overall, and then but preferred like the other skins.
Yeah.
And some like for Fizz, or it's not Fizz, but for Ziggs, something the mad scientist was good, but the corporal was just like hamster in a suit, like army suit. You know, wasn't that attractive. So I mean, so right now actually, Riot is, to my knowledge, or to my own thoughts, that they're taking a new step right now. That is one new champion at the same time, just one skin, but the skin itself is overall has a lot of planning done to it. Overall, very new look, like Varus, the blighted Varus, I believe it's called the skin.
Blighted crystal. Varus.
Blighted crystal Varus, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that is one of those things that I think right now Riot is aiming to achieve, like good quality champions together with good quality skins all along.
Definitely. We're seeing a lot of new skins coming up, and I think I'm very, very happy and really impressed with the skins, the new quality skins, like the Galio skin, the legendary Gatekeeper Galio, and the Black
That's
Thorn
one
Morgana.
Morgana.
Was
Oh,
so
that
good.
is just so great. That skin is just so. Even just by playing that
And
skin,
even with the new
I just
hero
feel-
Draven, if you haven't tried it before, he has the new skin. I'm not too sure what it's called, but it is really nice. They actually changed some of the
Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper Draven. Yeah, he changed the animations and everything. So
Yeah, so overall, like I believe this is the direction that Riot has moved on. So I mean, some players are complaining, why is there only one skin? Why is there no variation? But to me, that one skin is like, with the classic skin is good enough. It's like
no man,
it's just
you need all the skins you can get.
No, I mean, of course you need all the skins you can get, but for the initial release
Yeah,
and the
yeah, of
launch,
course.
in terms of that, then that would definitely be very, very good.
All right. So now we're just going to go back into the game. That actually the technical issues is already
Has been
resolved.
solved, I believe.
Hopefully not anymore technical issues. But okay, let's go back to the game. You'll see that our Team Saigon Jokers having a 2-kill lead to 0 over Manila Eagles, and we see that Nocturne camping that side bush right there, probably preparing for the gang. But Nixwater being very, very careful, just going to throw those wild cards and just going to walk back casually, slowly. He knows that the Nocturne is trying to gang for him. So, and he is a very experienced AP mid player. He's not that susceptible to ganks. Alright, so we see that Grave Soraka doing quite well bottom. We see 23 CS as compared to 13 CS on that
Sivir, because Sivir did die.
She did die, yeah.
So she's gonna have to put out more effort.
We see Lulu having 23 CS with a long sword. But yeah, the cannon is not doing too bad. He's actually 21 CS, not too far behind.
I suppose it's going to be more of an AD, not hybrid style Lulu. I mean, the only thing I can think of a long sword will either be Lantern or Brutalizer.
I think it's a lantern.
You think it's a Lantern?
Yeah, I
But
think it's a lantern. For that sustain in lane. So yeah, but she can still go hybrid. We don't know.
Definitely.
And we see Alista has really picked up the early boots of mobility. That's going to be a pain for Team Manila Eagles. Going to move so quickly across the map.
Yes.
And especially, I think he has that movement speed, Quince, probably, if I'm not mistaken.
But I mean, overall, Alista, even without those, he would definitely have taken 0.19, 21 defense, and 9 on utility. Utility 2%. Initiator another 3%, I believe.
Yeah, 3%.
Yeah, so his HP is above 70%. It's going to put him to so much advantage in terms of movement overall. And Grace utilizing a smoke bomb denies civilians on farm right there.
That's actually a very smart tactic because, if you have to farm in lane, just throw down a smoke bomb and she would be disoriented for a moment and then just going to miss a few last hits. So that's actually, because he has the mana to spam. Grace has the mana from Soraka. That infuse is going to give him that mana constantly. So he's just going to be able to spam as much as he wants as long as he gets that CS and he's going to push the creeps back to lane. The opponent's going to have hard time.
Definitely.
Alright, so we see Nyx Water with the early Philo Stone right there. That's very interesting. Interesting pickup for an AP middle.
I believe this is the way to go against Kassadin. To maybe he wants to maximize his harass. Does not always want to use the
maybe not just the harass, but just also the survivability.
Survivability, definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
All in one. I mean, in the past when Philosopher's Stone, that's just tongue-tied there. Philosopher's Stone was not a unique passive of the GP of the getting the gold.
Oh yeah, we see a lot of people stacking like Heart of Goals and Philo Stones.
Yeah, like in the past, Poppy used to get 5 Philosopher's Stones. It was impossible to kill him because of his other skills, increasing his armor and ammo and overall his damage percentage HP. So just overall making him ability to survive that much easier and getting free gold as he stays in the lane and regenerates.
Yeah, that's right. So overall, still looking very, very good for Team Saigon Jokers. They have a 2.1k goal lead at the moment, and we need to see some ganks by the Nocturne once he hits 6. And see the spell shield pop prematurely by Sivir, and just.
I think it was late because I saw the buckshot. Did the buckshot hit her?
No, the buckshot hit her, but she activated the spell shield just after the buckshot.
So that wasn't prematurely. That was late.
Oh, sorry.
Prematurely will be before it happened.
I'm sorry. I'm also tongue-tied today. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway, so right now I see Lulu is actually having the advantage, and right now they know the blue buff is up there. Everyone's actually preparing for the engage right there. Now they want to make Kassadin hungry of blue, but they decided to move back instead because Twisted Fate is not in position. No.
Twisted Fate is actually in position. He uses gate anytime he's level 6. Is he level 6?
Oh yes, he is level 6.
So he can just fly to that blue anytime. And now we see that Team Saigon Jokers are actually going on to that blue. They're going to deny the Kassadin blue. Playing very, very well. They definitely thought this match up, and they are really organized and everything. So that Destiny
and Alistar actually he got the blue out of position right there, but still he does get the smite still, and Kassadin is actually running away right there. There goes the goal count to Kassadin, but right now there goes Graves into killing Nocturne, but no.
Yeah, I think he didn't have his buckshot up there.
No, he did use the buckshot, that's why.
Yeah.
Janna's shield and Howling Gale, I believe.
Yeah, Howling Gale.
Yeah, pushing away. Instead now, after getting the blue, straight away moving into the dragon after
they know that they have the positioning and they successfully push that Nocturne back. So they're just going to opt for this easy dragon. It's not going to be able to be stealed really easily with that smite. So Alistar already used his smite, unless suddenly Kassadin jumps in with the ultimate and uses his style. And we see that egg and actually take it out by the dragon right there. Possibly could have actually tried to reset it earlier,
Yeah, I mean, I saw his life go down quite low on the side. I was like, why does he want to tank the dragon so much? I mean, his team actually has more HP than him, but he chose a bit to go back a bit late.
He's a brave warrior, let us honor him.
Okay, 5 seconds of silence.
Yep. Okay, it's done. So we see Lulu actually. As we talked about, she actually went for that early lantern, gonna allow her to sustain very much easily in lane.
As well as a free ward
and that tri-bush. So Nocturne is trying to.
No, he's actually he feels that he's too far behind to actually do a successful gang. I think he's basically waiting for his 6. He lost his blue. He don't get the blue. Kassadin did not get the blue, and he only has a red buff.
Yeah, this is not looking very, very good now for Team Manila Eagles.
And right now the ward from Lulu is not going to spawn him because there goes double ultimate. The flash a bit too late, but the knockup ultimate from Lulu is just going to keep us alive.
That is really a good play there by the Lulu. Although she didn't see the gang coming, she still successfully defended against that gang, and she came out alive.
Lulu is one of those troublesome champions to deal with because of her overall ability to disrupt you, her ultimate to push you up and slow you,
Yep.
as well as the shield.
And the thing about
Sorry.
her Lulu is her glitter lance, her first skill that allows you to slow. It does a lot of damage even without AP. And we see that the Lulu is just building more to AD. So, but you can see that the glitter lance is doing a lot of damage as well as that slow, which is really annoying because it is not just single target slow. It's actually an AOE slow.
Yeah, in the early stages, Lulu does not need that much damage in the
And we
sense
see
because
a Heart of Gold by Twisted Fate right there. So we're gonna see he's gonna opt for like a sort of a GP5.
I suppose they're either going to play. They're going to play a longer game. Going to drag this to the 30-minute mark, maybe. Because
Well, I think
you buy
next water he would probably go tanky somehow. It'll be like more of a tanky AP.
maybe AP in order to counter Cassidin.
Yeah, probably. Because next water he has different play styles and I've seen him play like really tanky AP middle sometimes. So probably he's gonna utilize it this match. So yeah, he's gonna be
We'll see something special and different.
yeah, really special. We have seen that Team Saigon Jokers has been very coordinated throughout the game. So
Right
now
now,
we see Team Saigon Jokers having a 3.3k goal lead now, just going further and further.
I was just going to mention that right now the kills and deaths have been stuck in 2-0 for quite some time, but just because at 2-0 the advantage is slowly moving even more to Saigon Joker's advantage. The extra 1k gold, okay, now moving to a 2k gold, almost 2k gold lead as well, as the early goal really does help a lot. I mean, it will be
Oh, and
better.
the buckshot doing so much.
Basha doing so much damage. Like sometimes I would think it's better if the jungler takes the kill, if his opponent, because if the person in the lane does get the kill, it's gonna make my lane so much weaker initially in the beginning stages because of the goal difference, early goal difference there. What do you think about that? I mean,
I think if you had to choose, I think I would still rather have the carry have the first
as in the opponent getting the first blood.
oh, you would rather have the jungler have
Yeah,
it?
I'd have the jungler take it.
Well,
Because-
if I could choose, I'd rather not have anyone.
I mean, of course you rather not, but you know that
Yeah,
doesn't
but,
happen. You know.
well, I just suppose that as long as it's not the carry who has it, then it will be not that bad. But for top lane, if you get the first blood, or for mid, if you get the first blood, that will be quite not that desirable lah. So maybe if we see the support getting the first blood or the jungler getting the first blood, it wouldn't be as bad. You can still get back, not as get
Not
back
as
into
hard.
the game. Yeah,
not as hard to get back into the game. And here comes Alistar being so brave, rushing through that area. And they do spot him in the wall from Jenna. They're going to move back, going to take this bottom. The first turret goes to Saigon Jokers. And they're increasing the goalie to quite a bit right there.
Yeah, it's
they're just actually unable to do
a
anything.
5.7k goal lead at the moment, and I'm sure they're going to secure the second dragon as well. They know the timings, and they are in a position. They have that bottom tower down, so we're going to see that Sivir and Jenna going to be pushed back quite far in the lane, and they are not as strong as they are now. And you're going to see that I think Team Saigon Jokers are going to plan to stick as 5 and going to push the objectives.
It's actually going to push early as Lulu actually broke top at the same time as the bottom lane actually.
Wow, this is being very Team
They're
Saigon
very
Jokers-
aggressive.
yeah, very aggressive.
They're not going to allow Sivir or Cannon to actually freeze the creep lane instantly after breaking both towers, going to push in the middle, and Sivir sees that, so she's actually going to opt to push the lane as fast as she can.
And the thing
farm
is
as much
that
creeps as she can.
this is really good play by Team Saigon Jokers because they are actually not allowing Team Mania Eagles to be to build up to the late game, to come back into the game, because with that 3 tower advantage they have that map control. And we see that Cassidin has only a catalyst, he has no AP, he has no burst at this point. So it's going to be very hard for him to actually engage into a team fight at this point.
Definitely, but there's still one thing I don't understand about TF's items. I really need to see what he's going to buy after this. It's keeping me in awe, and
Yeah,
it's going to surprise me. It's just going to be called back right now. I'm going to see something.
probably he's not going to buy any items, he's going to throw you. You're probably listening to the stream
We're
right now.
going to buy Kage. Cages. I mean, they pronounce it as cages. Lucky's pick.
I'll just call it a
But
lucky
we-
pick, so-
But we call it Kage because of the Japanese influence, I suppose.
Yes.
Hokage
Yeah,
from
Naruto.
Naruto. That's why. And actually going for Rylai, I believe, because he does have the Blasting Wand, Amplifying Tomb.
Oh, that boost of swiftness right there, because TF is going to utilize all that movement speed.
Wow, gonna utilize as
It's just going to be I don't know how to
I
describe
suppose
it.
forced to reckon with, even if it does use Destiny, it uses Gate to teleport somewhere. Even if it's a bit further,
Yeah.
he has no problem catching right now. I'm like, hi guys, and throw the yellow card.
You know I was going to complete that, he's going to get the Shuriel. Yeah. Hey, that would probably be it. With the Philo Stone, there's not many things you can build. So probably you will see a Shuriel from him.
Or you could see, I don't remember what the item is called though, because no one actually uses it that much.
Oh, what is it?
The Philo Stone can actually be upgraded to something else that gives you tenacity.
Alicia's Miracle. Alicia's Miracle.
Is it
Yeah,
Miracle?
yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I mean that the item actually boosts your overall sustain. It's mana regen, HP regen,
Yeah,
and
mana regen,
tenacity,
HP.
but does not give you anything else.
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest, I think that there are better things you can do with them. You know, if you want to get tenacity, you should just get a Mercury Threads.
I do see some people, they do not want to trade off like the other upgrades they can get for the boots, so they do go for the item sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
just
so
like,
far, I've never seen anyone go for
yeah, I
that
mean, so
item.
far, I haven't really seen that many people go for it. I did see 1-2 times, but there's like very, very, very.
I think when it first just came out, then some people actually tried it out. But not that much anymore. And Alistar has picked up the early oracles with that. He and Alistar and TF are just controlling the map very, very well. They have that movement speed. They are able to avoid ganks, you know, easily, and they are being able to control the map with that.
And Sivir actually doing a bad job. If she was to stand right there and TF and Alistar were in position, she would have died right there.
Yep.
She's actually waiting for the creeps to come to her, but she should actually wait behind the tower. That'd be the safer choice. But
Yeah.
she's actually gonna go aggro right there for I have no idea what
She's
reason.
gonna burn from that red blizzard buff right there.
And Alistar and TF also controlling
And we
Myriad
see
Eagle's
that
jungle
Cassidy has
altogether.
picked up his Rod of Ages, possibly. Probably they will allow him to get back, you know, slowly into the game. But now it all depends on how Manila Eagles, you know.
The performance on the team
Yep.
fight right now will be the most important thing, I believe. At least that's how I feel. And right now we see a gang going on down. Nocturne uses Paranoia to surface, does teleport over, and the fight goes on. But I don't think anyone's going to die right here. They're both going to go to very low, but they're going to back off and not going to continue on the fight.
Yeah, they're best not to commit for team. Right?
Wow, actually, Cassidy actually diving in right there.
He's gonna miss his
Slow.
Yeah, he's gonna miss his slow, and the slow is called Force Pulse. So after every 6 spells that's cast in the vicinity, you'll gain that Force Pulse, which you can cast for free, and you're gonna slow in an AOE cone. So it's
it
actually
costs mana. It's free?
it's free.
Oh, is it? You just need to stack it up and get the stack, and it's free to cast?
Yeah, it's free to cast.
Okay, I need to go and check that out. Joey actually knows something more than me. I'm amazed. Anyway, that's okay. And we can see a top trait right here, and Lulu with the blue buff going to be able to spam her skills like no tomorrow, not going to be afraid, but she knows that she's going to get ganked soon as everyone's missing from the map, and it's up to move back, and as Cassidy does see that happening.
Oh, and you see a nice spell shield there by Sivir. You're gonna deny that Alistar his combo, his pulverize and headbutt combo. So yeah, but that Sivir is not doing very well now. He has had the pickaxe and the Berserker's Greaves, and
I mean, I've opted to go for Bloodthirster right now for Sivir because I think IE is just too far away or
Yeah, too
impossible
far
to
away.
get at this moment.
And next water is, I know overall that Team Saigon Jokers, they are just maintaining their map control. They're just pushing out all the lanes, and they know that Team Manila Eagles are not able to actually successfully
Do anything.
do anything
Yeah.
right now.
Again, as you can see now with Next Water in the middle and Graves in the middle. Now four champions for Saigon Jokers in the middle. Lulu is just going to solo push top against Cannon with the blue buff. We have no problem taking those free hits as Cannon is going for AD as well.
Yep.
And there
You
goes
see
the
the
polymorph
silence.
and the flash from Next Water with the yellow card, but they have to move back because of flash from Cannon and she puts in the same position. I think this is a never mind. Lulu is just there goes the outgoing of Lulu, buffing her up becoming so beefy, tanking all the hits, no problem, no damage taken at all, almost. Only lost about quarter HP with that, and there goes the knockout, but it's taking down the kill on Nocturne as well. And they're going to move on to Jenna from this, and there goes the kill onto Jenna from Violet right there, flashing.
Very, very well played by Team Saigon
And there goes the
Jokers.
yellow card onto Sivir, sorry. Oh, okay, I was about to say they're going to die for the tower, but they opt not to as all the skills have been used.
Well, I first thought that Saigon Jokers would be caught, you know, we just saw that Lulu and that TF right there, but the team was just behind them and they came promptly. It's going to save the day, and well, they're even going to a further lead right now, almost a 10k goal difference. Actually, more than 10k goal difference, sorry. 10.4k.
Slightly more.
Yeah.
But I mean, that actually, in my opinion, I was always like, okay, Lulu got caught. This is the end of Lulu, but I totally forgot about her ultimate, which is gonna make you say caught when you start, especially when you use it on
gonna
a
make you
tanker.
big,
It
yeah.
makes you big, and you're like, hi guys, I'm back into the game. Like
Yeah.
there was once. I think it was Saigon Jokers against KL Hunters as well. Goldens played the mid Lulu, so it was AP Lulu.
Yeah.
So the ultimate actually gave a lot more health.
Yeah,
And
okay.
the time I really actually went to walk into the bush and took all the CCs instantly. There was a Edistar, I believe Edistar, Nautilus, like all a heavy CC team. But I was about to die. Just one ultimate from Lulu saved her. boost the HP up to quarter, and with the knockout and the slow all together, allowing Aurelia to hit them back to get back the HP, and she did not die from the engage and became turnover ace instead.
Wow.
Instead for them.
Yeah, I think I remember that match as well. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
So I mean, Lulu is such a strong and versatile, champion. So, and most of her skills scales off AP. So AP Lulu is definitely very, very strong as well. But as we've seen, top lane Lulu, we play a hybrid. She has damage from the normal hits of hers. The glitter lens still gonna cut.
And the passive mixed together. Yeah.
So we see that
It's okay.
Twisted Fate gonna get that Shi and that Blasting Wand up, and probably gonna go for that early Leech Bait. Gonna push that towers that much easier, much faster.
I was hoping this. I thought I was going to go for Ryan just now.
Damn, your dreams.
Yes, I thought.
Alright, so we see
They're
Lulu.
waiting for the dragon. Sorry, they're going to wait for the dragon, I believe, right now. All the them gathering right there, all the blue buff all together. 5v5 gathered right there to see who is going to be caught out of position. And Norton does do a good job in the sense. Some people do not use the spell shield to counter. There goes a beautiful flashing so polarized by Elisa, catching 3 champions right there, and right now there goes the kill go down. There goes the kill onto Cannon from Graves right there, getting a double kill. He killed Nocturne off earlier, and there goes a free kill again onto Sivir as the great buff from Graves does slow her down for him to catch up.
See, it's a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Team Saigon Jokers. Very, very well played right there. They're all just clumped up together, and allowing Alisa to just pulverize them. Yeah.
Because even though they had been buying pink wards, I believe, for Milan Eagles, they did not have the Oracle, so they could not see that ward right there, and Alisa was positioned just behind the
and this will
wall.
be a third dragon for Team Saigon. Just going to pick up very, very easily. Nocturne is nowhere in sight, and no one else is in sight, so yeah, they're just going to take it up really, really easily. Going to extend the goal lead even further, and now it's an 8 kills to 1 advantage, and we see the towers, 5 towers to 1 in favor of Team Saigon Jokers.
I believe they're going to heal and actually.
Probably they're just gonna gather up, maybe push a bit, and just gonna go for the Baron. Gonna ward it up for the surrounding areas. And like Malia Eagles are unable to actually fight effectively with them now. They actually need to catch somebody, or try to stick as 5. Try to make some plays.
I mean, right there, they did stick as 5, but they do not have the Oracle,
Yeah.
and that actually caused them their deaths. Because Alista was standing in the blind, the whole team of Saigon Jokers were waiting for them to come. They were standing in that blind spot, and Alista flashed in for the power rise, hitting almost everyone right there. And
Kaihu probably not the best thing he could have done. He just got silenced by the Soraka with Tower Dive and Nixwater and then Graves.
Just
He's
totally burst him down.
gonna tear him up. That was probably not the best decision.
I mean, some people sometimes when they think, okay, TF must be alone. They just rush him because it's the AP champion, supposed to be more squishy. I believe that was
actually
the
you are quite right about the Raleigh.
Yes, the Raleigh comes out first.
Oh man. I think he's definitely listening to the stream. we need to call.
They call him last.
Yeah.
Anyway, so right now, Nixwater actually pushing around.
He's so tanky.
So tanky with the Raleigh, the heart of gold, and with the boots of Swiftland, making it very hard for anyone to actually move on or catch up to him. And this is most probably going to be a free variant. I believe all the flashes use up. No, Norton does flash in to try to get the smite steal, but no, he does not get it. And there goes the polymorph, the silence.
Well, Mihi and Nixwater doing very, very well this game. We see that Mihi is doing very well as AD carry. He's in 6-0. That with the IE and that Phantom Dancer probably going to go for the Last Whisper very soon. And Nixwater with his unconventional but very effective build.
Very effective Twister Fate, movement speed and tankiness overall.
That's very strong. Well, it doesn't need damage, it just needs to be a boss.
Oh, there goes, he actually flashes in, trying to catch someone again.
It actually caught someone at the gold card.
Yeah, but it was Kasane, but Kasane used the ultimate to brief walk to run out of range to avoid getting ganked and killed. I mean, overall, Twister Fate is one of those champions. If you don't build that much AP, you're still fine because your base skill cooldowns are actually very quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so most important part is that if you can survive long enough and keep tossing out those cards, the red card, the yellow card in the team fight is going to put your team in the overall.
That's why we see most teams will try to take Twisted Fate out as soon as possible, but in this case, I don't think he's the squishiest target to aim,
Yeah.
They're actually, that Lulu also going for that hybrid build. You see that Melody, the Hex Drinker, and that Fate. She's going to be so effective on her. She has that mix of damage, survivability.
As well as chipping off on the magic resist with Melody, making her passive even more pain.
And we see that Alisa actually getting that Shurelias, and Soraka having the Aegis, just gonna go further ahead right now. And I don't see Manila Eagles actually getting back into this game unless something really spectacular happens.
Definitely. Somehow, the whole team of Saigon Jokers were caught off guard. Cannon actually manages to flash out and stun 3 people, Nocturne's Paranoia, aiming the crack people, and with Custody Silence all together. A massive combo happening. It might happen, but it's going to be quite hard because Lulu is just going to
It's an ultimate.
wild growth and the damage is negated. So it's
Yeah.
actually quite hard sometimes when you play against Lulu support as well.
And
Lulu
there's
support
Soraka
is
as
really
well, they have a really good team comp here, Sometimes, when you play as 5 in a team, you need the composition, not just what hero,
What champion you
what
like,
champion you like, and what champion is strong. It doesn't mean that it is the best lineup.
I mean, overall, of course, there goes again, there goes a double, there goes a flash, headbutt, power rise, and there goes Severe. Does not die there because Jana saves with the ultimate, pushing everyone back. The cannon's out here, and there goes Nick's Water actually dying, right? Overall, the whole team is still at a lot of health, as you say right there. Everyone just wants to kill the Twisted Fate, and there goes Severe.
Well,
Jana
I thought that there would be in favor of Team Manila Eagles, but the whole team of Team Saigon Jokers was behind again, and they have been showing us really, really good play. And I think this would be a GG for Team Saigon Jokers. They will take this game easily. Now they have only Cannon alive. There's nothing much he can do alone. They're going to take this game.
His ultimate has been used as well.
The ultimate
and his
used.
damage is not that high. So overall, the whole composition that team, when they see like Lulu is being the one to bait. Oh, there goes a bad play there by Soraka. Actually going to.
Yeah, very, very bad play by Soraka.
That's even bad. I actually don't like people, even my own team, who actually does it because I think it's showing off that you've won.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
I don't think that's showing
unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
That's right.
But like.
But it's up to you.
It's up to you, I suppose. Sometimes some people just do it for fun because they actually want to try to count the timing of flashing into the laser fountain and then see whether they'll die or survive or not.
Yeah.
But overall, the team composition, as you can see right there, I think it was Lulu got hit on, right? It was Lulu at the top lane, the last engage.
Yeah. Was Lulu, I think? Was it Lulu?
I think it was Lulu because instantly after that, like I'm not sure who got burst down. Someone was aimed, but instantly Lulu's ulti saved that champion, and then Soraka's double heal. Instantly, you could see the whole team was at full life.
Yeah, the Jenna actually pushing the Twisted Fate out. Maybe could have held on a bit longer.
But then they did manage to get a kill on Twisted Fate right there. It was a good thing. But so I'm going to switch to the score screen to take a better look on the overall goal gain and overall difference. I suppose the difference is actually so big that
the difference is exceptionally big actually in this game. We see that Alista doing very, very well in this game. He's just doing that gangs, that that taking the objectives, doing the buff invades, invading the jungle. Everything is going really, really well, and I think that this is what Team Saigon Jokers need. They are getting their confidence back. Their teamwork has improved as a whole, with this new lineup. Even there's no Junie here, but still they are performing very well. I think we can see much better plays from them in the future.
Definitely. Overall, this new lineup that Team Saigon Jokers has put them into a very strong team right now. I mean, I believe that they have the chance to be against Cal Hunters and Singapore Sentinels as well.
Yeah,
and they even stand a chance
might
to
have
put
a
a very
chance.
great fight against Taipei Assassins.
We might never know because GPL, everyone has room to improve and they're professional gamers. They play every day. So when you train up your synergy, anything is possible.
Definitely, because I mean, overall, there's something new for us to learn as well.
Yeah.
That special Twisted Fate.
Oh, very special.
I haven't seen a single Twisted Fate played that way. The 2 GB5s, the Rylai movement speed, boots or swiftness.
Definitely, he's the man of the match, no doubt about
I
it.
haven't seen boots or swiftness played in like almost tons and tons and tons of ranked matches I've seen. I've never seen a boots or swiftness.
Yeah, Nick's Water shows you it's possible. No problem.
No problem at all, definitely. Putting it is a very good way to use it. So, overall in that fight, we will get to see magnificent play overall, like the team composition overall. It seems that Saigon Jokers had everything planned out better. They knew that these were the picks they were going to get, and they could get it. But Malaysian Eagles tried to pick too many counter picks against them that they did not secure a lot of possibilities for them to.
Yeah,
to
maybe
actually
it
do
wasn't
well.
the best team composition.
It wasn't the best team composition, and the main problem was actually the early ganks that happened and put them in the very.
They actually lacked CC, I would
the
say.
lacked CC early game.
So now actually we are going to go into a commercial break and we will stay tuned for our second match. It would be Team Taipei
Bangkok Titans,
Assassins versus Bangkok Titans.
Definitely. So stay tuned and continue watching the show.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the GPL Week 4 highlights. This is Jahudi and I'll be your host for today. This week's main match was the game between the Manila Eagles and the Singapore Sentinels. The week before, MLE became the first and only team in the league to beat the Taipei Assassins, and as such, many people were expecting them to be able to hold their own against the Singapore Sentinels. Unfortunately, a combination of counterpicks, strong laning and teamwork allowed SGS to snowball to victory with a score of 23 kills to 2 deaths, and that leaves the Singapore Sentinels and the Taipei Assassins in this week's top spot. This week we start off with a level 1 engage between the KL Hunters and Singapore Sentinels, and as Jana moves to join the rest of her team in the brush, she gets caught out by an RE charm, and just before Alistair pulverized lands, she flashes away, leaving him stranded, and Graves comes in to claim that first blood. And up next we see the Bangkok Titans attempt to take the Baron. The KL Hunters notice this and move to intervene. Twisted Fate's wildcards and Nocturne Smite allow them to steal the Baron, and as Nocturne retreats, he uses an excellently timed spell shield to block the Nautilus death charge. With one ulti down, KLH decides to engage, and though Morgana uses her ulti in an attempt to save her team, she gets burst down too quickly, followed by Nautilus, then Graves as Nocturne charges in on him, and finally Vlad, leaving KLH with an ace, Baron, and no casualties. And in our next 3 plays, we have a compilation of the best Blitzcrank grabs from TPA's Mistake. We start off with a clutch grab on Urgot just as his allied minion dies. He gets exhausted but manages to flash away, and just as he thinks he's escaped, Graves jumps in with a buckshot to finish him off. Following that, we see Urgot move a little bit out of position. Mistake moves in for the grab, and Graves is just waiting to collect his free meal. And in our number 1 play of the week, we watch as Mistake waits patiently in the brush for the perfect opportunity to grab Soraka, and just as he does so, Graves dashes in, uses his buckshot, and completely melts her for the kill. In this week's top picks, Alistair jumped ahead as the number 1 support choice, doing very well throughout the weekend with a 75% win ratio. Nautilus saw a lot of play as well as the jungler of choice. We've been seeing him more often in international tournaments as of late because of his high survivability and strong crowd control. Unfortunately, he didn't do quite so well this week with no wins under his belt. Over on bans, things have remained fairly consistent, with the most popular bans throughout the league appearing time and time again. Shen, Dr. Mundo, Morgana and Twisted Fate have been deemed the largest threats and have been banned persistently over the weeks. Galio was the only unorthodox ban in the list, but the Galio bans over the weekend were mainly targeted at certain players known to do well with the champion. Be sure to tune into the GPL this Friday to Sunday from 8 PM onwards. This Sunday we'll be broadcasting the long-awaited rematch between the Singapore Sentinels and the Taipei Assassins. It's definitely a match to look out for, as Kailing will be taking over Tofu's role at the top lane for this game only. For more information about the GPL and to watch last weekend's matches, visit gpl.garena.com. If you enjoyed our videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave us your feedback. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next week.
Not Draven, Draven. Who wants some Draven? Draven's making an exit.
Hey everyone, this is James Rahman with this week's IGN Pro League Top 5 Plays and some of the week's best highlights. At number 5, we have WinFact versus Acer in our IPL 5 qualifiers, and the Karthus-Yorick combo has been destroying them all game, so once the ult is down, they go in. We have Vladimir with the pull, then the Zhonya's, and then the Kale ult for 6 seconds of invulnerability. In the meantime, Graves has picked up a double kill, then a triple kill onto Yorick, then coming onto Corki with the Nautilus grab, picks up the quadra kill, and then chasing down Soraka for the pentakill. Awesome play all around by WinFact. At number 4, we have BZ Weezy as Lee Sin chasing down Warwick into a 4v2, but dragging kicking Warwick to the other side, launching himself across the map, picking him up, and then kicking into Heimerdinger. He picks up the double, and then chasing him down for the skill shot quadra kill. Number 3 was sent in by Sloopy playing Anivia, picking up the quick double kill defending Baron, and then flashing over the Karthus wall, and then throwing off her own wall to get out of there. Now Urgot has come into the mix and forcing the Zhonya's onto Karthus, but in the meantime, Darius and Malphite are running down Anivia, and with that Karthus ultimate, they will be able to egg Sloopy. Fortunately for him, though, he has Urgot for the rescue, and Urgot's actually going to swap Malphite and then pick up the kill onto Darius, and then the wall off will split the two of them, and Sloopy's going to be able to get out of there and pick up the last kill. At number 2, we have Millennium versus Absolute Legends EU in our IPL 5 qualifiers.
Away from the tree, Kog'Maw will still go down. Valkyrie back over the wall, and Janna's actually going to get trapped. Janna's going to be kept still.
But Corki needs to keep on moving because now we have the Maokai Twisted Advance. We're going to get the toss from Singe. Corki right in the face of Singe, trying to wear him down. Actually, very close, does get the double kill. Can he stay alive? Najik is all out of mana, and now Corki has enough sustain. With that Zeke's Herald, we'll be able to pick it up. And the number 1 play is Moscow 5 versus Na'Vi in the SK Trophy quarterfinals.
That may well give Navi a little bit of a chance here, because he's got a lot of damage that he's going to be missing here. Are they going to go across? They kick, actually. Oh, Diamond Prox goes through, steals it with Smite. Very nicely done. Kicked one member out of the way. While all that's happening, Extinct has gone and backdoored. Absolutely brilliant. Wow, what a fantastic match between Moscow 5 and Navi.
So welcome back to the Garena Premier League Day 5. Not the Day 5, that's a bad joke anyway. It's actually Week 5 and Game 2.
Yeah, Game 2. We're going to see a spectacular match, and it will be Team Bangkok Titans facing off against the real Titans of this league at the moment, Team Taipei Assassins, but they actually tied with Team Singapore Sentinels, so you can see that these two teams are actually in the lead. So I refer to them as the Titans.
Just to remind who we are, as our name just faded just now. I'm Terry Tibers, and he's Joey. Chi.
What?
Chi. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
a bad
hi.
joke.
Alright.
Anyway, so moving on, as if you watch our ads just now, you have seen a Draven skin spotlight. So actually going to go on to talk a bit more about Draven right now before we move on to the games. The key, if you go check his stats in game, you will see that he's actually his rating for his attack damage is actually very high, and his health is a bit moderate for all those AD carries, more squishy. The mana is also low, but his mana cost for all his skills is actually quite low as well, and his difficulty is a bit high overall because for his first ability, you have to throw his axe and then you have to catch it back. In order to gain back the extra bonus attack, which actually is 45% of your attack damage, if I remember correctly, not your bonus, not from the bonus.
45% of your attack damage,
Right.
not bonus.
Not bonus.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
bonus.
So it's why in terms of attack, Draven can be one of the highest attack damage champions. But the problem is that after you throw his axe, if you use his first skill, you have the throwing axe, you have to catch it back in order to maintain the stack of the axe in order to continue doing continuous damage.
Yeah.
At the same time, his blood rush, you can use it, you can spam it in terms of after you throw your axe, when it ricochets back, you need to catch it again to get the cooldown back to 0 instantly. And it's going to be very effective overall in chasing down champions, but you need to know your positions very well overall in using this champion, because if you do get in the wrong position, trying to catch your axe more than running away or aiming opponent champion, you're going to get caught. If you'd like to know more, you can actually, for those of you who joined my live stream yesterday, my quite failed tutorial live stream, I would say, because
I saw it.
It was quite hard for me to talk and play at the same time. I did a lot of mistakes, and so you could just go check on to the Garena Malaysia TV or log onto YouTube, which will be revamped live stream with Gen 30 tables. And the second game will be about how to play Draven and how the skill actually works. And so moving on from there, talking a bit more about our first anniversary, it's just now to move on more about all the more of the prizes that we have. So before about that, we're going to talk about this VR partying sort of we did, the early partying we did for League of Legends Malaysia. As you can see, there is the pro team together at the iron side, and the weird looking guy in the red shirt who's trying to grab the cake while holding my hat.
Yeah, that's a weird guy
The huge guys just sticking out of space like
his
that.
mouth is ready to devour.
But the best picture is still Viox, who is like, feeder stick. The feeder stick, but his mouth is open. Totally owning the picture actually. Look at his mouth, that size.
Yeah, he's one hungry GM right there.
Hungry GM right there. So, and also just to talk a bit more about the prizes. We don't have actually pictures because the details are being kept very secretively. For the Singapore side, actually, it's going to be one of the malls. I'm not so sure where, but there's going to be a lot of gaming peripherals that have gotten to be able giving out to all the people.
Yep.
So we're going to get moving to the game first. The champion selection has already started. So we're going to talk a bit more about what the pick and bans before we introduce the team later on. So from here, this is going to be very exciting to see Bangkok Titans against the Taipei Assassins and Bangkok Titans, and we can again see that Urgot being taken out because I suppose they don't want to see.
No one wants to fight against Baby's Urgot.
Yes, no one wants to fight against Baby's Urgot. It's just so ridiculously powerful, and it doesn't seem to miss any skill shots after he lands the. Not the skill shot is not the most important thing, but the corrosive acid, I believe it's called.
Yeah, corrosive acid. Yeah, I guess that is the skill. Just gonna check a while. Yeah, it's called the Noxian Corrosive Charge.
A Noxian Corrosive Charge. He only misses it like maybe 2 out of 8. But if he does misses it, it actually forces the enemy to push them very far back, and they lose out on 1 or 2 CS, which puts them back in different advantage. And there goes the ban on Shen, as you can see from Taipei Assassins. Do not want the first pick to go Shen to go to Bangkok Titans. It's going to be, it's like Shen does not counter anything, but he does not, and he himself does not counter anything. But the most hardest part to play against him will be his sustain the lane and his global ultimate, which doesn't assist his.
Yeah, you can just push all day, using the normal things, just doing your average everyday game thingy, and you can just suddenly teleport and just help your team out whenever possible.
And actually choosing to ban Ahri, which is Toys' one of the most prominent AP mid champions.
Yeah, one of his favorite AP champions as well. Toys' favorite champion. So Ari and Vlad gonna be thinking out Vlad. I know that Stanley plays a very strong Vlad, but Stanley, he has like
he can play almost anything.
He can play
top lane.
If you see this Amumu top, and I was like, oh my god.
I was so impressed with that Amumu top.
I wasn't impressed. He was trolling.
I mean, I wouldn't say that he was trolling. I mean, a lot of people think that Amumu is not playable at the top lane because he does not have sustain, and overall he cannot do that much damage. But I know Stanley, he played it in a way that he did get the farm, he did get his damage, the things that he needed.
And the thing that he got that early advantage from the support of his jungler.
Definitely. So, I mean, a top laner, if you do play something a bit weaker overall in a sense, I would say that the most important thing would be the jungler coming to gank and making it very successful, putting advantage back up. And we can see the ban on to Dr. Mundo and Morgana. From what I heard from the Taiwan side is that when Lil Balls, there's not plan to play Mundo jungle, they will just ban him instead.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, they do not want, they will not take him, but they don't want if he does not play, he doesn't want other people to take him as well.
It's an annoying jungler, I would say, in a sense, because he has so much health regen, and that cleaver is just going to slow you really, really badly in the beginning. Even in the beginning of the game, with this level 1 cleaver, it's going to slow you to a point where you are forced to use your flash.
Yeah. And the Morgana ban, which is one of the most prominent bans, is just the best pick, I suppose, the best ban to take out, because Morgana is just very much stronger in the team fight, overall helping and supporting the team. And we see the picks for Bangkok Titan actually locking down the support first of the Soraka. I'm not sure why. Is it going to be AP mid Soraka?
It could be possible, you never know. And we see a TF picked up by Bebe.
And also the Mystic taking out Alistar, but I would say that most probably going to be a jungle Alistar. Again, most
Jungle
probably.
Star and an APTF. Or we could see some ADTF.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, it's possible. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, definitely. This GPL, everything seems to change.
Yeah,
especially
I like
against Taipei
that,
Assassins.
that TF just now. He was beautiful.
Yes, definitely. We see that the Maokai and Graves going down. BKT going to pick up the Soraka and Graves combination. No, I thought that Taipei Assassin, when they see the Soraka lockdown, I thought they would take the Graves because when you see the Soraka, it's going to be Graves.
Yeah,
most of the time.
most of the time,
and
yeah.
they're going to just take away the pick from there. but
Now it's going to
they're
be
not
very
to.
interesting to see what Taipei Assassins will pick against Team Bangkok Titans after we see that Soraka and Graves being so strong. Don't know what to play against. We're going to see it. Probably a Severe.
Severe and
Alistar.
Tarek.
Oh, Tarek,
Am I
yeah.
going to say a jungle Tarek? I mean, it's viable. I tried
No,
it,
I
but
think it's a more of a jungle Alistar. more possible. And
More
what?
possible.
They're just playing around with our minds right now.
Definitely, as we're going to see again. I think it's going to be repeat. Somehow, not to say anything bad about the Taipei Assassins.
Yeah.
But I seem to notice that sometimes when they do play the second match, they try to pick up the losing team's champions from the first match to show that how it's played, or they show that they actually stood a chance, or it can be done better.
Yeah, we see.
I notice. I guess it's just a trend I see, or maybe somehow their planning is actually just about the same as.
Well, but the thing is, they're picking up the winning team's champions now.
No,
Is that
they have Severe and Jana, except for Twisted Fate, of course.
And TF.
But I mean,
sorry, TF and
TF and
Alistar.
Alistar, but normally for the bottom lane, for the support and the AD, okay, more specifically for those two roles, they seem to always pick the champions of the previous game somehow. I mean, it just somehow feels that way for sometimes.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I think you're quite right. Actually, I never noticed it before, but now that you mention it, yeah, I think you're quite right.
But I'm not so sure. It's just something that it seems like a trend sometimes, not all the time, but it happens like maybe 2 out of 3 games so far, I believe.
Yep. Okay.
And as we see, it's going to be a Janna Severe right there, and the Jax and Cassiopeia taken down from the Bangkok Titans, so it's going to be Maokai top.
Maokai top.
What do you think? Jax jungle.
No. Not possible.
Not possible. Well, I mean,
But Maokai top is strong, but
Maokai top is strong. If they pick a Rumble top, then Maokai will definitely be dominating. If you pick a caster at the top lane against a Maokai, then Maokai has the advantage of always healing back his life because he does have his passive, which regenerates 11% of his maximum health. Or is it
11%?
9%? I'm not sure the percentage rating, but it's a percentage rating based on the maximum health he has. And she can stack up quite a bit in the end game.
That's right.
Which makes it the survivability for Maokai is actually very high in team fights, as long as you can able to land those normal hits as you get the stacks up for his passive. So this is going to be an interesting thing, but we actually see a cocky. Okay, this is something I just saw it today. It's actually a tactic done by SO Legends, as I mentioned just now.
you see the
double
double
AT matchup.
no,
right
it's
there.
a. Oh wait, okay, yeah.
Right,
you're
it's a Severe and a Cocky, and actually the Cocky
Our
will be
Cocky
the
is
top
going
lane.
top, yep.
Yeah, definitely, because Cocky has the ability to actually run away safely, deal tons of damage from a far range, and his damage overall survivability is actually quite high.
Yeah, I think everyone is listening to our stream, because they're just doing it whenever we're saying.
I have no idea about that, but overall, I think this is something, a new trend that's been starting in the EU side, where they play the double AD instead of the double AP, and it was, before this, so Absolute Legends, they used Azure and Cocky instead.
Yeah, Ezra and I remember that, but I think that they lost that game.
Yeah,
in the
they
end.
lost the game in the end.
Yeah, but it was a very
But it was
well-played
very
game.
well-played game overall. And we do see the Jungle Alistar and the Twisted Fate for the mid lane, and overall for the Bangkok Titans side, it seems to be a more solid, more how to say, like something you see all the time. If they're going to go
Yeah, they're
more
going with
safer path.
the usual meta, I would
Yeah,
say.
the usual meta, so to speak, where Jax is going to be going to dominate the top against Cocky. What do you
Yeah,
think?
okay. Let's have a look at Stanley's runes and masteries.
Always about Stanley, right?
Yeah, it's always about Stanley because he's the one playing the unconventional champions.
And different styles.
And
so from
I'm just gonna go for that standard physical damage, armor, and magic resist. All right.
Like, take a look at his masteries. Maybe there's something
No,
different there.
it's just opting to go for that mana regen, gonna allow him to spam in lane. I'm not gonna get any armor though, not gonna get any defensive
I was
masteries.
actually opting for the 1.5% damage increase
instead of the
lifesteal.
Yep.
I mean, it's something you rarely see for top laner, I believe, unless you have.
No, actually,
a
I've seen
sustainability.
quite a few top laners play this way. They want to maximize on the damage output early game
Instead of the
sustainability.
sustain.
No, they're trying to get a kill early. Try to snowball from there. So
Okay. I understand the top process from there. Then, definitely.
So well, there's nothing else I would.
I would like to
Yeah.
see Jax. Jax is going to be the one playing against Stanley right here.
Yeah, probably he'll go the standard masteries, needed from some armor, some physical damage, some.
So I'm opting for also being aggressive.
Well,
being aggressive Jax.
I think you see, he goes for that double penetration for Jax, but against that Corki, I think this is quite smart also, because you're going to maximize on your damage output overall. But sometimes it's also better to go defensive. Because Jax usually generally you can just go all defensive and you're just going to do a lot of damage.
No matter what.
Yeah, and Corki has that passive of his that allows you to do 10% extra damage, right?
True damage. Yeah. It's going to be quite painful for Jax. So just take a look at his runes. Is it going to be the standard same style 16? Oh no, it's actually going to be 9.9 physical damage and going for health per levels.
I never seen a Jax go for armor penetration
and magic resist.
Okay,
this is something strange and different as well. So we're just going to see how it works out for BKT Lian. Maybe you're going to put him at advantage. So this is going to be something interesting to see. The BKT overall, so far in the league, they have not been doing so well. But I mean, in terms of the laning phase, their personal skills, I'll give them, they're actually quite good among a lot of players. But problem is that when it comes to the team synergy,
when it comes to the team fights and maybe like securing objectives, they are not as well prepared as other teams. They are not maybe not at that stage yet. When they achieve that synergy. But after we seen them play last week and Saturday, we see them play 2 games against Manila Eagles and Team KO Hunters, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, both of the games that they actually shown some improvement. Overall, compared to last time that they played. So I think that maybe we'll see something different this game. Something
I mean, they're putting a lot of heart into training as well to improve the synergy overall team. So this will be something interesting to see overall, as their CC actually is quite good, and the end game carry for the Jax, if he does be able to get the farm up, will be very hard to deal with.
Because a Jax against a double AD, which will be quite squishy, right? So probably he's just going to go in and take out someone really quickly. But on the other hand, they have 2 ADs and they're just going to be able to shred through a lot of things.
It becomes a fact when it comes to the poking stage, even before the team fight happens, who will do the most damage first.
I think
double range will definitely do more damage overall, which is one of the styles that I've been playing. I've seen for the IPL 5 and EU region. It's going to be something interesting, especially to see for us today, to see how TPA actually puts it to work. Because overall, when they do use it or do it, they overall try to improve overall strategies that a lot of people have done before. So far, from what I know from TPA, they do gather all the strategies from different regions and they put it into practice and then master it and make it even better. So right now, we're going to move into the game, going to take a look and see who is going to be, whether both teams are going to be very aggressive to move into the position, or they're just going to,
I don't know. I think I hope we can see an invade again, as we seen last game. We see that our team. What team was that? Team Manila Eagles getting caught early, that Jenna getting caught in that bush early, because not expecting such an early gang. But I think that Team Taipei is just going to gather around, going to attempt and invade on the red buff, I would say.
I think it's actually defensive
for now. Not really.
They're going to take a look to see whether anyone's who's in the mid lane, going to show their faces a bit, show that they're going to actually maybe counter jungle, get over, invade into the red, but they're actually not going to do it, and there goes
Maokai just going to throw sapling, just going to be defensive. Yep.
And okay, they're actually going to invade, I think. Yes.
We see that Musketeer TF skin, awesome skin.
So we're going to see the Taipei is actually dancing around, opting most probably going to go for the red, or actually going to try to get the first word and move on to blue after that. But if they don't see anything happen, actually no one's going to come. They're actually going to move to the. Oh, they actually planted an early ward right there. You see, from right there. So I believe they're going to try to catch Maokai after it takes his wolf to blue and moves on to the red. Alistar is going to be ready right there to try and counter and stay back from that area.
Alright, then we see that Maokai actually has thrown some saplings. One sapling at the the wolf camp. And he's just going to get that wolf and that blue easily. Some assistance from his teammates.
He did spend some time throwing some saplings to make sure that no one comes to invades into his area. So it's going to be a bit slower in clearing the wolves as well as the blue, because his mana is a bit low and needs a lot of help. See right there, he had 2 saplings, not the optimal 3, and the Jax actually take away that 5 gold.
Well, it's actually, the top lane. It was always a mistake, but that's not going to change that much.
I mean, it's not going to change that much, but to me...
But if you took the big wolf, there'll be a problem.
If you took the big wolf, there'll definitely be a problem. So right now, it's going to be a slow start.
And you see a nice leash there by that Cassiopeia. It's going to allow that golem to just dance around for a while, so it's going to take it really easily.
I think Lily Boss is not going to use. I was about to say it's not going to use his smite, but there goes the smite. I thought I was going to save it for the red buff steal later on, because they did plant the ward there. But we're just going to see how this progresses right now. Because Alistar seemingly going to move into a gang either for the mid lane.
I mean, definitely
or
they
bottom lane.
planted the ward for a reason. So are you going to counter the jungle, or is just going to go for the early gank on that Cassiopeia?
And right now the mid lane,
Yeah.
the blue suddenly just came to mind because I scored the muscular TF, and there goes again the early yellow card, the combo done, instant first blood taken there right there. Cassiopeia had no chance to respond. She
No
did not
chance.
expect that gang to happen at all.
Well, she would be, if I'm not mistaken, she would be spamming her flash button, but
Definitely.
that is too late because you know that 3 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds of CC is enough to take her down at level 1, just being so squishy right there.
You saw TF actually seemingly play very offensive, defensive, but once he saw that he was in range, the instant flash over to throw the yellow card, Cassiopeia couldn't respond to that, and the combo from Alistar instantly take up the kill, and that was perfect timing and in sync play by both the jungle and the AP mid right there.
Yeah, of course, they've been playing so well together for a while, and now we're going to see a
Instantly
gang
after-
on top lane by the Alistar again. But Stanley probably, he just trying to cut him off, but instead he allowed the Jax to leap strike to him and just escape safely. But actually he wasted his flash, so it's all good.
Yeah, he had to leap side and flash away in order to make confirm to ensure that he does not die. So he still puts Stanley into an advantageous position as he has not used his flash and he has Valkyrie to move away from that. And he's going to get a free farm right now as Jax is forced to go back to base. Right now Maokai is going to go for a gank in bottom maybe, or he's just taking his time. I haven't really seen. I mean,
Maokai is, I think, he's going to middle.
He's going to the middle, but I mean he has the boost. He got the boost and 3 pots instead. He opted to get the double buff instead of coming out. But for Little Boss, they knew that they could take the advantage from the fight of an early gank from Alistar, which is so
He does
much
not
more
rely
stronger.
on red, so
Yeah, does not need
you
to rely on
just need a blue. I don't even need a blue now. You can
And
see.
there goes the gang onto top right there. We're going to see Stanley most probably going to Valkyrie and not even going to flash. You're going to take a health point instead and slowly move out in the distance. And as they
nice
flash
flash.
in, he flashes out.
Yeah, you're just gonna wait for them to actually initiate on him again before he uses his flash. Doesn't want to waste his summoners, but now both Stanley and
Jax
Leah,
has used
they've used their flash, so now you're going to see them expect to see them play a bit safer. But I guess they're going to ward up their lanes.
I mean, they're definitely going to ward up the lane as Corki has really gotten his ward, but it's going to be an advantageous position. For him, it's easier to get away overall, I believe, in comparison to Jax. Because Jax depends on his deep strike and he needs a target to deep onto, like just like you saw. Corki tried to cut off and he made the correct decision in jumping into Corki, putting him in a safe position. So we're going to see how these two top laners perform and the progress of both of them. To see
Yeah,
what's
and Leah
going to
not a bad top laner as well. I think he did well last week and he played his Vladimir. He owned the lane, he sustained well, and I think he's doing quite well now against Stanley. He's not going to give him that early advantage so easily. But we see that
Alistar is
Alistar.
coming in again. And the
yeah.
ward from Jax does spot him. I believe Jax did count the ward earlier, but
But the thing is that Alistar, even if he has a ward there, Alistar can just stay, camp the bush for a while. It's gonna deny that Jax some precious farm.
definitely. But I mean, sometimes you don't want to do it for too long. The timing, you have to make a correct choice on the timing to see when to move back. I want to stay longer. And though Maokai does not choose to use his Twister Advance, going to be safe because Twister Fate already reached the into tower range from that. And right now you can see there's a CS, I mean it's not CS lead in sense for the bottom lane for Grace for the Bangkok Titans. And so overall, it's easier for Grace to farm against a Sigurd, I would say.
Yeah.
Because the buckshot is a way to easy farm as well as harass and push people back.
Yeah, but Bebe
Be
not
aggressive.
doing too bad himself. He's just a few CS behind. So I wouldn't say that either team has the advantage right now. It's just quite even.
I'm not talking about the current advantage on the CS, but more of like easiness
of farming. Yeah,
overall,
I get it,
in
I get it.
comparison. Yeah.
Definitely easier for Graves, with that Soraka infuse, as we said.
So, wow, Mistake actually being very aggressive right there. The bar shot goes down, Twister Fate actually ultimates right in, and there goes Soraka, gonna get caught right there. And another kill goes down onto Soraka right there, the second kill. I was about to say first blood again. I mean, the first blood happened so quickly.
Yeah, you always mistake the second blood for the first blood.
I mean, the first blood, okay, there goes a third kill right there. Alistar coming in with his combo stun, and
You
there
see a
goes the
blue
kill.
card from Toys, but you're gonna allow him to spam his wild cards instead. And
Yeah,
now you
right
see
now-
that Bangkok Tiger is gonna lose three people.
For one.
Yeah.
3 people for
Yeah,
one
3
overall
people
in the
for one.
engage. I mean, Maokai, he saw that he had no choice. He really rushed in. He had to opt to get the kill.
And this
he
is a
he took down the
super
support.
early Oracle by Lil Balls. Like as usual, we've seen him play his Mundo,
I mean, he did get the early advantage of that 1 kill and 1 assist, so he even got the mobility together with the Oracle instantly. Like his ganks were so successful, the fact that he could just get those items so quickly.
Yep, definitely. See, there is a boost of mobility as well. It's gonna able to deward everything off the map pretty easily. As
even
well
though
as easier gangs.
at the same time, it also forced people to think whether do they want to actually.
And we see Stanley
buy
has
the
picked up
wall.
the early Berserker's Greaves and nothing else.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was like, he has no problem in moving out. Like, it's going to be very safe for him. It's going to be very aggressive. Like, even though he does not have, in a sense, that much damage overall in the ADs.
And survivability
surviving a bit lesser, but his movement speed is going to make Jax very hard to use his deep strike and counter strike to stun.
Yeah, because the moment he uses his counter strike, he just can just Valkyrie away, or maybe he can even just walk safely away.
Definitely. And there goes the blue spear, which TPA has always done a very good job in doing, always securing it, always moving the whole team into the best position to take it off. And
He wanted to give it to Toys, but
he knew that the Maokai was there, so instead he chose to take it first, and they're going to give his own blue to Toys right there.
Yep. So very well played there by Taipei Assassins. We're going to see them go into a 3k goal lead at the moment. And Bangkok Titans needs to do something, you know, in order to prevent further snowballing. They need to probably secure objectives. They need to ward up that dragon, stick as 5 early. You know, because now that they have the advantage, they can do things much easier.
Yeah, definitely. But right now, the only hope they have left in this game will be more of the top lane, I would say. Because bottom lane has been able to snowball a bit too much in comparison. And then, I thought there was a gank. And they start being so aggressive, going into the opponent's jungle and pushing Maokai over the range right there. It's going to be very interesting to see. I believe that Alistar does not want to secure a kill there, but want to secure that no matter where you are, I'll find you with his boots of mobility, his wards, and Oracle all in one combination.
Yep, definitely. Alistar is such a strong champion. He should be a ban, you know, like ban as much as possible, in my opinion, if I was playing.
I mean, Alistar is one of those champions, I mean, you won't want to fight against him, but at the same time, you know, you will think of ways to counter him. But sometimes, you know, when it just happens, you know, like when the advantage goes off, it's going to be very hard to win after that. The Alistar ganks and everything.
Alistar gang is really too good. Level 2 can perform a very, very successful and efficient gang. And Leopold's just going to deward everything, you know, and it's just going to try to secure that Baron, the dragon early. I'm sorry, I know what I'm saying. That dragon early.
It's okay, you've commentating too much with me, so right now you're going to have my tongue-tied sickness, I suppose.
I'm going to just troll around.
Wrong message being delivered.
Alright, I see Bebe farming quite well, 81 CS, and Graves actually losing out at this point. He has the extra Vampiric Scepter with the 3 assists. So yeah, I think that they're going to have a harder lane right now because of that early gank. And Soraka does not have boots yet. It's going to move.
And Alistar walks into the bush and meets the tri-bush and meets Maokai there. And we're going to see the
we see that,
by Maokai as well. Maokai getting the Oracle, knowing that he needs to get it as well, because if not, it's going to put him in a very, very big disadvantage.
You see that the counter strike is going to be nullified right there by that Valkyrie. It's going to allow him to poke easily, you know, poke him back instead. So he's going to lose even more in that trade now that he has the red buff as well.
And for Jax, if he really wanted to do maximum damage, he would have actually, in my opinion, needed to activate his counter strike and leap strike at the same time, so that he will, as he lands, he will get the stun before the Valkyrie strike happens and get the free empower hit or the ultimate third hit down to maximize the damage.
But the timing is tight for that.
Yeah, timing is very tight for that. I mean, it's very good.
And Stanley is a good top laner. He knows how to position himself. He's not gonna. I see that.
Just as I say that it happens, but it was too far for the leap strike to go.
Definitely, they're listening to our stream.
And you can see now that Maokai does not successful gang. And Twisted Fate actually comes in, doing a very aggressive goal and trying to get a kill again, but Jack sneaks away and saves.
A good play there by
together.
Good play there by Team Bangkok Titans, but I think they're going to get dived from behind by the Alistar again.
Yeah, so there are two things happening at the same time. The gang at top, and then goes Jack, and then it goes Maokai most probably, and the bottom lane maybe kill will go down as well for BB.
And nothing happening in bottom lane.
I mean, I saw them rush in, the aggressiveness of the boomerang blades and everything, and Soraka was very low. I thought they were trying to dive to get the kill, but they were off to be safe. It was just a lot of harassing going on right now. BB is put in a good position because of the 3 assists she has, and
they're going to push down this tower
easily. They're going to go for the dragon after that.
This Grace does not have the damage to actually trade well now, and that Soraka is very weak at the moment. She doesn't have the boots yet, and she's really, really slow and falling behind in comparison to that Sivir. Sivir is actually very strong now that actually scales well.
And there goes the gang coming from mid, and Janna pops out, but it's not push anyone away. And
she's gonna miss the
misses
ultimate.
for ultimate. And there goes Vivi, actually going to be aggressive, pushing on to whoever she can hit right there, and pushing down the Grace to fall back, and now moving on to the Cassiopeia, not being afraid of anything, just trading hits with the ultimate activator and dodging the skills.
Well, the
And there goes
Cassiopeia,
the
actually,
top.
I think she has maxed the first skill first, which would be a poison. It's called the Noxious Blast. I see Cassiopeia play different styles, but I prefer to max Twin Fang first. Gonna do a lot more burst.
Definitely, in my opinion, I will also max Twin Fang first as well.
Yeah, I
Because
think
that's
that,
the best way to
Cassiopeia
deal
did not max the Twin Fang, so that the damage isn't, the burst isn't that much, so not gonna be able to secure the kill bottom lane. That's where she missed the ultimate. So
And right now it's going to be a 1-6, going to be a disadvantage of Bangkok Titans right now. Maokai has not been able to perform any successful ganks, as you can see Elisa is just walking
well,
around
actually,
the
the
map
Twisted
like
Fate is
a ball.
extremely fat. He's going to get his Rabadon's death cap really soon. You see that? Oh, he's actually gotten it already at 13 minutes into
13
the
minutes
game.
into the game.
That
With
is
the Dora drink
extremely
and the
fast.
Sorcerer's Boots and 2 wards and one of the pots which is on hand. There's actually a lot of money being farmed by Twisted Fate. One thing good about Twisted Fate in your team is that you can actually farm less. If you farm less, you still get a lot of money. If you
Yeah,
farm more,
because
you get
of
even
that
more money
passive,
because of the
the
passive.
+2 gold on every minion kill.
And
everything
everything killed. Yeah, even a champion kill give you the extra 2 gold, putting him in a very good advantage. And there goes right now, they see the ward there, Elisa's going to devote it, and Maokai is moving into position, Twisted Fate coming down as well, there goes the set, they're going to see what's happening, Hockey is there already as well, there's going to be 5 people there while Jax is at top lane, there goes the Destiny by Twisted Fate, going to check where everyone is, and they know that Cassiopeia is behind, but she's out of position to do anything, and right now, after taking the dragon, they're going to go back and chill, and not going to offer any gains, because Twisted Fate did use up his ultimate just to spot what is happening, or to see whether Jax was coming, or to make sure where Cassiopeia is. Do not want to get the free stun for her to hit on them.
That's right. Now TPA is just gonna extend their goal lead. They're gonna extend it to about 7k. At this point, it's actually quite a huge, substantial goal lead. And now Team Bangkok Titans needs something. They need to find a way to get back into this game.
Right now, the sustain from Rokas keeping Graves alive long enough to reach the tower, but it's not going to be enough as
The baby
Sokka's
actually
skill
being
is-
extremely painful.
Yes, being extremely painful and aggressive altogether. Her spell shield did proc out correctly this time. She did take off the buckshot from Grace and heal the mana and negated the damage from there. So that was the point. Okay, it's time to be aggressive. With Janna's shield, Storm shield all together, increasing an AD even further, it's just time to push it down.
That's right. And you see that the CS difference is actually quite substantial in almost all the lanes. This TF at 148 and Cassiopeia 95, and we see that Corki at 122 in comparison to 85 from Jax, and Severe on 131 in comparison to 114 from Graves, and all lanes are actually winning, and the jungle is getting controlled very well by Lil Balls. Yes, it's not died yet. There's a 3 assists and 2 kills. And we're going to see this bottom tower going to get taken down very easily, and we see that Lil Balls actually rushing from behind.
With the ultimate from Sivir going to rush, allowing him to rush even more, but they're going to opt to move back from there and instead go and counter jungle right now. Going to take the golems, move to race, and most likely take the race. And Maokai is in position right there to gank. Nope, Sivir is actually back in base, moving out right here, just going to hold the lane. Right now they're moving to the red buff, going to make them red buff starve. And even though you didn't get the blue buff this time, instead moving on to the Elder Lizard buff.
Ouch.
And
That's
he's just doing tons of damage with 3 Doran blades and 1
Extreme curve.
He's going to negate the extra damage from Jax Empower as well as his ultimate, which is the Magic Snap. And there goes Jax going aggressive, going to take a hit down.
Still
And Corki
doing
actually,
tons of damage against Corki.
Corki actually having the advantage right there, with the Hash Drinker proccing right there, keeping him alive. And right now moving on.
Oh, and the Ignite actually kills Stanley. Very well played there by Leah, and going to secure that.
The second kill.
The third kill. The second kill.
Because Cassiopeia just took off TF, but TF took off Cassiopeia as well. And right now they're going to get onto Maokai, and Grace is coming to position to try and take them off, but no, he doesn't want to
I
go
don't
to
think
a
he
blind
has
push.
enough damage to take them on at this
Yes.
point.
I mean, no one wants to walk into a bush with an Alistar inside.
Yeah, and you see that baby is just pushing bottom really happily, you know, not caring about what happens in the world. Just gonna do his thing, just gonna farm it up.
I mean, Janna is good enough to hold the lane in a sense with a Storm Shield onto the tower, and right now Grace and Soraka is out of position. She does see that they're coming back, so besides the move away, being safe, not going to push his luck too far.
Yep, that's right. And I think he's actually gonna go back right now. Maybe gonna take the double golems from the bottom lane. And yeah, nothing much happening right now. We see Taipei Assassins going to extend their goal lead even further, 8-3. But very, very well played there by Leah. Actually activated his counter strike and leaped at the correct moment, going to allow him to burst him down really, really quickly. And the Ignite actually took it and secured it.
And she baited Corky to hit him as he moved back, and he waited for the last minute to use his ultimate, which gave Jax the buff in terms of armor and magic resist, so Corky don't have enough damage to take him down, so to speak.
Yep.
That was very well played there by Leah.
Yep. And Stanley getting that pitch, getting even tankier right now. But now he's probably going to get ganked. I think there's no ward there at the moment.
So there's no wonder, but I believe his flash is up. So he's actually in a quite okay position. There goes the Valkyrie, this advance goes down, but she allows him to go far enough right there. And actually Maokai is going to be the one that gets
that
killed.
reaction by Toys was extremely fast right there.
So actually it was just nice. He waited for the twisted advance to land before activating his ultimate.
Wow, yeah, he actually baited it somewhat.
Yeah, but I think it was they knew that something was going to happen. They were prepared to see that happen. Oh, and they goes and start headbutting Jax out of the bush after he planted the ward. And right now they're just pinging. They know the bull is coming out soon, but they decide, are they going to be aggressive to go into it? They don't have a ward there anymore.
Yep, I don't think it's a good idea right now, but they're actually going as 3, Soraka, Graves and Cassiopeia. And
right now instead, Corky is just pushing the top lane, and the other champions at Musivir are going to push bot solo, and the other 3 in mid going to break down the mid turret and the bottom turret as well. And it's just going to be very devastating for Bangkok Titans right now to come back from this.
Definitely. I personally, I don't see them coming back from this.
And there goes Corky doing tons of damage to Graves right there. The big one hitting him, taking him down almost to a
the
quarter
big one is
health
extremely
right
painful.
Definitely extremely painful.
And actually, Sivir has already taken down the bottom tower, and they have a 4-tower lead for Taipei Assassins in favor of draw death to 0.
This is Bangkok Titans needs to try to get the towers, but at the same time not get killed, because and there goes the kill onto Jax right there. There goes the Shrelia. There goes the power vice. The headbutt does not happen. No, it's actually missed the chance to headbutt. No, the Janus.
Oh, he actually headbutted right there.
He actually headbutted right there, but he did not fly away. Janus howling gear pushed him up. The headbutt did not push him back, but somehow he stayed in the same position.
It's a bit strange.
It was a bit strange. Did he leave strike at the same time? Like, he jumped back onto Corky or something. I'm not sure what happened. But there goes Jax. After taking down the kill, they secured the other objective, which is taking down the tower and putting a lot of pressure onto them. And the dragon is up, Baron is up. So right now, I think they're going to move back to take the dragon first, as they know that if Bangkok Titans just go for the Baron, they will not have enough damage or HP overall to take down Baron fast enough in comparison to them.
Yep.
Taking dragon and moving to Baron after that.
Definitely, and we see that it's the lead is just getting huge, substantially
larger
and larger, and there's not much that Bangkok Titans can do at the moment. We see that Stanley has picked up, he's already has his page actually, and we see Stark's Fervor on Janna. It's gonna boost that double AD combination even more. Yep.
The free lifesteal, attack speed, overall gonna make this double AD team more strong.
Yep, definitely. I think it's actually a very strong first major item for Janna in this kind of composition. So yeah, doing very well. The Shurera getting picked up by actually had it by
Alistar. So Alistar is one of those junglers which does not need that much damage because his disruption is high. Instead of going for more utility based or support based style and tankiness later on, it's gonna put the team in a very high advantage where we can see right now. Normally right now the junglers will take Shurera. If you play Maokai, Alistar, even Sejuani, the main pick for them will definitely be the jungle to be Shurera first, and then the support focus on something else.
Toys is actually activated his ulti and is trying to actually use it to steal the red, but actually Team Bangkok Titans secure it.
There he goes, getting caught right there, the flash goes down, and there goes the combo, instantly going to take Maokai down together the grab card, and Jax does manage to stun Severe, and
and Leah actually took down BB there, very, very well played. But he's just going to get burst down by the TF right there, and there's nothing he can do about it. Now he's going to go back in with the yellow card. He's going to get hit by the ultimate by Cassiopeia, going to take a lot of damage.
Janus out, she pushes everyone away and saves him. The Ignite they're not able to take him down because the Storm Shield goes down as well. And there was actually a 4v5 fight right there as Corky was just traveling from the base out after getting his Trinity Force. And you could see from just even right now for the 4v5 fights, Taipei Assassins is in a stronger position in doing overall burst and sustain damage
The
overall.
TF is a problem for Team Bangkok Titans. He's going to stand behind and throw his cards, and they have to engage onto him, but at the same time, the Alistar is just going to be on the front. He's going to disrupt them, and the Jenna with the shield, with a CC, it's going to make it much harder for Team Bangkok Titans.
So Alistar now coming out with his AG's gonna make the
there's so
overall
many auras,
tank
aura
more
items.
tanky.
Yep.
Oh, and Baby actually opting to be less aggressive, so to speak, or or could be more aggressive as well. Going to stack his lifesteal with the Zeke's Herald because he got Bloodthirster instead of Infinity Age, even though he was in a winning position.
Wow.
What do you think about that? Or is it because Jax is just hard to deal with? You want to maximize your sustain with the lifesteal instead of doing more damage to him because it's actually quite hard to do more damage.
I think it's up to
Jax
personal
top
preference, you know.
ultimate.
That Bloodthirster actually gives quite a lot of damage as well. So
But after the nerf on the lifesteal, a lot of people opt to go for IE first because Bloodthirster has fallen short in a sense because the main item to get will be the damage and the sustain.
well, I think that
But
she
the
needs the
sustain
lifesteal in
reduced.
order to sustain longer in fights because they do not have a tank, you know. So anyone could be.
Definitely. Alistar is not really the tank character right now. He only can tank when his ultimate is out. And so we're going to see his ultimate being popped right there. Going to take tons of damage using Shreya and then opt to and they
Wow, the Corki gonna do so much damage right there.
actually charging in, flashing through the tower, going to get the kill onto Maokai. Nope, he actually
Yeah, he got it
does
with
get
the
it, get
ignite.
the ignite. Yeah, he got the kill again. Perfectly timed.
Yep, that's right. Wow, and Team Taipei Assassins showing us why they are
The Titans.
Yep, the Titans.
the Titans of the
Garena
Garena
Premier
Premier
League.
League. And actually, I thought they would go for the Baron since it would be a safe pick, but instead they're going to opt to push down the tower together with the
TF
inhibitor
has his
maybe.
Lich Bane up, and his next card is going to do a lot of damage. Not just the card actually, but his next attack, normal attack. So with the Lich Bane, TF is just a very, very strong pusher.
Yes. And Koki is going to push top alone while the other four push down the middle
Yep,
lane.
just gonna spam those cards. Gonna lower their health substantially, really, really quickly. Gonna throw those cards at the tower.
And there goes the third tower in the mid lane, and the inhibitor is naked right now, taking hits from Alistar and Janna and Sylvia right now, moving in. And Koki coming in from behind, going to do tons of damage. But instantly burst down the inhibitor, and right now they're going to fall back as they have secured the objective, going to choose to be safe instead of be too aggressive. And you never know sometimes in a team fight, when you're in an opponent's team, because of your mispositioning, you might instead give the opponent the ace.
Yep, that's right. Sometimes it's better to be safe than being
sorry.
Yeah, than sorry.
And right now they're trying to bait Bangkok Titans to come over to the Baron side and see they have planted the wall perfectly, can see it. The yellow card actually expires and the flash goes over the wall and instantly Maokai has been taken down. And here comes Jax jumping right onto Twisted Fate, but no, Alistar hit back over to the wall.
Wow,
and
5
pushes him
people
back.
just focusing that
Wow.
Jax instantly.
taking you down. And they're going to move to the Baron right now, hopefully. Yes, they are going to move to the Baron while Twisted Fate opts to push middle and heal some mana. Yeah, he just clears the creep wave for a bit. And the mid lane allows the mid lane to push, and now everyone is moving on to the Baron. And Koki pushed
Yeah,
the,
it should
the
be
top lane by a bit,
yep,
moving to
a
the
free Baron there for Team Taipei Assassins. Gonna catch Team Bangkok Titans off guard again, without any sight. You know, they have no choice. They just got outplayed in that sense.
I mean, that is something that, you know, I would like to see a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They're actually abusing the terrain.
Yeah.
Right there, as you know, you can't really see through it. So they placed the ward and they just waited. Because if Sokka even comes close to try to devour it, they're in position for TF to throw the yellow card
Yep.
and for Alistar to get splashed over and power her
Yep.
into pieces, I would say.
Yep, definitely.
Because I know Sokka
Taipei Assassins looking very, very strong with this double AD comp. This
Oh, never mind. Let's
composition.
add on to that. See, the Taipei Assassins, living up to the name of Assassins, maximizing full use of the terrain, hiding behind dark
Yeah.
spots, and planting walls of sight, and instantly, when it happens, they just die, you know.
Yeah, something just happens.
Something
you
just
see
happens.
something coming at you, you're dead.
Yeah.
And we see TF is extremely fat. He has a Rabadon Staff Cap, a Leech Bane, Sorcerer's Boost, 1 Doran Ring, and a Wheel of the Ancients. Just, you know, almost getting his full items soon.
And Alistar, actually opting to go for a cooldown reduction, then sometimes some Alistars will opt to maximize on the Heart of Gold into rendering Omens first, but I think getting Frozen Heart is better overall.
Yeah. Frozen Heart is actually... I would prefer a Frozen Heart first than a Rendering's Omen, because Omen is good for people, you know, like more for melee, more for AD damage, and you have to be in a radius for that to activate your active. But Frozen Heart generally is an aura item, and it just reduces it adds a lot of armor, 99 armor, and reduces 20% attack speed from everybody.
And same time gives a 20% cooldown, which Alistar really needs actually overall.
spend
Yeah, his skills cooldown is actually very long. What is one of the reasons in teamfights, Alistar, if he uses his combo at the wrong timing, he will put his team into a bad position instead of advantageous position.
And yeah, there's nothing the team Bangkok Titans can do there. The goal lead is just
to push it back. I mean, to push the lane back and trying to find a way to catch someone off. But as you can see, the positioning is very well. The support, the AP, and then the Alistar is actually standing in front.
There's only two turrets, Nexus turrets standing in front of them, as well as the top tower, and they're just gonna poke these towers down very easily.
And there goes Maokai easily being bursting out by all 5 of them. Alistar jumps on to the bottom, pushing everyone away to focus onto him, and they take off the Jax with the double AD
and the AP.
the AP behind there.
Oh, so
and
much damage being done. But whoa, look at that. Cassiopeia ultimate catching all 5 of Team Taipei Assassins.
But it does not have enough damage to actually take down the kill.
Yep.
And from there you could see the overall play just now with the double AD when they did that push into the Nexus.
Yep.
They aim a separate tower each, and that took down the tower so quickly.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
With the double AD and that APTF with his Leash Bane, it's just gonna
devastate those towers instantly, so quickly without any problems.
no problems whatsoever. So Team Taipei Assassin showing us a very well played game, showing us like the double AD meta, how it's done. And now we're just gonna go to the score screen to have a look at the items and the comparison. And we see that Toys it's 6-1, Babies 2-1, Mystic 2-1 even as a support, and Cocky 5-1 and Alistar 4-0. Overall very solid play from every single member of Team Taipei Assassins. And Team Bangkok Titans once again not able to secure a win, but I'm sure that they gain a lot of experience from this.
I'm actually impressed that Cocky and Severe has the same amount of money.
Really?
Yeah, 12.1.
I think it's all planned.
It's all flat.
Yep.
I mean, and right now everything, overall, Bangkok Titans did show that they are a strong team, but overall when it came to the planning, the strategizing, I mean, the Alistar early gangs just totally throw me off as well, you know. Sometimes, you know, you think Alistar is coming, but you won't think it's not going to be so fast.
Yeah, then it suddenly comes out.
It suddenly comes out of nowhere. It just lands, it happens, and if you don't react in time, you just, I'm just
cry,
gonna die.
just
Like the
kill.
Cassiopeia instantly with the best. that was a combination I did not expect.
Yeah.
The flash coming down first from the TF to land the stun first, and then letting Alistar run into
Well,
a
if
position to
it
land
was the
that.
Maokai that actually flashed, right, he could have, you know, dived onto the tower instead, because, you know, Cassiopeia could react and actually flash back backwards to the tower, but no, the TF actually reacted first and allowing the Alistar to secure the kill.
Follow up very quickly, very easily.
Alright.
Yeah, so moving on, we actually, as you all know, for Garena Premier League currently, we have a watch and win, I suppose, to answer a Q&A that will be posted up onto our Garena League of Legends Facebook page later.
Yep.
So it's only valid to Singapore and Malaysians only. So for those of you other viewers who are watching it, so I'm sorry, I suppose I would say. So all the winners will be announced on our Facebook page as well on the following Monday, and shells will be credited on the following Monday after the weekend. And
you're gonna win 300 Garena shells. You're gonna get yourself a nice skin or whatever, I suppose.
definitely. So overall, I believe all of you are just waiting for the question of the day. So the question of the day would be, this is the most interesting one, I suppose. If everyone were also watching the first game, we'll definitely be able to guess it.
Yep.
But so will be, what were the first three? Sorry, I apologize. I have to say, what was the first boost to make a showing into the Garena Premier League today? I believe it's the first time, but let me do a research about that. And that actually is not a question. I'm just trolling with you guys because I'm just so impressed with that Twisted Fate with boots of swiftness right there.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, the question will be posted on the Garena League of Legends page in the next 10 minutes. Do log on to that later. Do keep on to our Facebook page, log on to it. In the next 10 minutes, you'll see it. And definitely, there'll be only one lucky winner be chosen to win these 300 Garena Shell cards. And overall, good job by every team for today. And do remember to tune in for tomorrow, exciting games for Singapore Sentinels or Taipei Assassins on Sunday as well.
Yep.
So, I am Teddy Tibbers.
And I'm Jovi, and we are signing off. Have a good night.
Yes, see you next week.